the next hour. LOL. Oh, margarita. Oh, I'm drinking. I'm gonna get my clothes on. Gotta get my vape pen because I do vape. It's my vape. Oh, please send this in my pocket. Wow. Thank you, baby Jesus, and your golden fleece tiger. Camo status for my boys over at Super Puff. Y'all don't know about that. This is behind the scenes camo status. I got a new camo vape pen. It's very Army reminiscent. The owner, a former military guy, former Ranger. I believe this one is called Unicorn Porn. And it's like a strawberry shortcake, crumb cake type flavor. It tastes like baked strawberry pie. That's all I know. Or a strawberry horchata because it kind of has that creamy flavor. I'm telling you, if I ever get to be in a movie, you're playing my conscience. Like, my conscience will have its own personality and everything. Like, yeah. Like, we'll literally have I'm telling you, we'll have a conversation just like that. I'm like, ooh, vape pen. You're like, what kind of flavor did you get? Oh, I call it unicorn porn. Nice. But it's your own conscience, like, having the combo with you. That's awesome. Right? And just beep in with the real work. Yes, sir. Already checked in, ready to go. Less than 2 minutes away, actually. Okay.
So you got the email about no food or drinks, right?
Yes. Get my pre-orders.
This class.
That's why I've been walking to work. There's a reason behind it.
I was good.
Well, that too. Oh, I'm here.
Set up the phone ring before.
Oh, yeah. It's high noon. I'm actually half naked. I was still trying to put my shirt on. So, yeah, tank top squad, black tank. Hey, we call it Black T Squad. Me and my man, Nick Anderson, who canceled on me because he has to help his boss do something, which I know his boss, which means he's probably not playing around. Gully in Castle Rock will be in tomorrow. He is an artist from Flatbush. But, hey, for all my listeners out in New York, Brooklyn in the house. Tomorrow, Brooklyn will be in the house for Munchie Wednesday. I told him, I said, You cancel on the doc gets food. And tomorrow's Munchie Wednesday, so I'm just need you to bring a whole bag of snacks. It's pretty much what I told him. And then I told Nick Anderson, which AKA Jesse James, his real birth name was Jesse James, and then of course somebody ruined it for him. I called him Nick Anderson. No offense to all the Mr. Andersons out there. Mr. Anderson. I'm telling you, every time I say that, I literally have a flashback to that one movie, the red pill, the blue pill, The Matrix. So definitely ruined my first hour, but in the second hour we got some fun. We got Jim and Johnson coming in. We got the folks from the Expo coming in, which is of course the Cannabis Expo. We'll be here in Colorado Springs on the 19th and 20th. We're gonna be broadcasting from there. Actually, the entire Friday's lineup will be broadcasted from the Expo, so it's real cool. Which means you'll hear High Noon from the Expo. We'll have some fun with it. Other changes. Oh, starting tomorrow, High Noon is going to run from noon to 1, and then from 1 to 2, it's going to be Hash It Out. I will be a co-host on Hash It Out, I guess is the way to word it, or a sub-co-host. Pretty much I'm going to just engineer. I'll let them have their show, and I'll chime in every once in a while like the smart ass I am. And as far as my show, it'll still air from 1 to 2, noon to 1. I mean, which means all you lazy bastards that keep coming to my show at 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock hour instead of coming at the very beginning and staying for the whole show, Jamin Johnson, you're going to have to start coming in at noon now, right along with the doc. That's right. Well, the doc actually gets here about 11:30, about a half hour before the show. I try to be an hour before, but when I'm walking to exercise and jogging to exercise to work, and so in doing that, unfortunately, I'm also doing it to uncaricize. My car was wrecked in the winter, and so I have been without car. This is as bad as woman without child. This is not good. It's very bad for man without God. No God, no woman. Actually, I do have a. Never mind. We don't talk about that. Only they don't know love. I start blushing. That's it's cool though because I start blushing. I say it's something that's what's up, but we'll talk about that another time. Doc's love life. Not on the list today. So let's see here. Thanks for not logging in, Lynn. So I gotta talk. I'm telling my boss, man, email me to log in, please, sir. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and email me to log in. If you're walking around the building right now and you're listening to KI, your name is Lynn Williams, and you happen to be the program director for KI, I'm just gonna tell you now. I need you to log into this Facebook, sir. Attention, teachers and students. If he's walking around now, he's like, I'm gonna kill him. When I get back in there, this time I'm really gonna kill him. I'm definitely like I'm that son that you kind of have to deal with because he's gonna go ham and have fun, and sometimes I can be a pill and other times I can make it all worth it, and sometimes I'm like, oops, sorry, Dad. My bad. But so anyway, good stuff. Had a really good morning. I don't know about you guys, but I just woke up this morning. It was like birds. It was seriously like some like movie stuff. The birds were chirping. I fell asleep with my window open, and so it was a nice, cool night. Maybe even a little chillier than probably the window being open, but I enjoyed it. And a little. Oops, forgot to mute that when I did that in my bed. But anyway, a little bit cooler of an evening. Here in Colorado at least, and then today it's freaking nice. It's like 87 degrees now. Some people in Colorado are like, oh dear God, it's hot. It's 87 degrees and I don't know what to do with myself. Oh my God, it's so hot. I'm from Arizona. I'm going, this is spring. This is awesome. Thank you for taking the rain away. I'm petrified of rain. Why? I don't know. It's like a needle, it's like shots. When I go to get shots, I start sweating. Well, when it starts to rain, I start sweating like, oh God, we're going to, oh my God, I'm gonna hydroplane something, or worse, I'm stuck somewhere because of the rain, or your flight's delayed because of the rain. I mean, who knows? Interesting. Oh, by the way, just there's a lot of stuff going on, so I'm kind of just milling through it. But here's a good one for you guys: the Mexican word of the day. See, how many people are going to call me on that? It's jacked up is they put a Mexican there and then they say it's the Spanish word of the day. Like on this joke thing that we posted to the KI High Noon hosted by Dr. Trey on Facebook page. That's if y'all want to know, it's KHIGH radio colon, because I have proper English. High Noon, hosted by the doc, Mr. Trey. For all of you non-colon users out there, you have bad grammar. The doc can't spell for trash, but I can tell you what, I got grammar at least. So anyway, K-High Radio, High Noon, hosted by the doc. Go ahead and check out the page, like it, love it. I mean, I think we have like 5 likes or something like that. I'm kidding. It's like 83. Thank you for everybody who has went out and liked it. 60 of those 83 people are my friends. I love you guys. I really love you guys. So it was supposed to be, you know, a Tuesday show that I like to call Terrible Tuesday. No, I'm kidding. No, actually, all jokes aside, though, is, you know, the Tuesday show is really an opportunity where we have the most traffic of people. You know, Traffic Tuesdays for all you legal and illegal drug peddlers. Typical Tuesday is what we call it, though, which is a typical Tuesday around here is a busy Tuesday. We usually have tons of guests, and we will have some guests. We have a celebrity guest, too, by the way. He won't be in the studio, but we're going to call him. And Jamin Johnson is like my celebrity go-to guy. I love the big guy, Speakeasy's owner, and a regular now here on the show. I'll have him in here every Tuesday and Thursday starting on Thursday, it'll be from noon to 1, but today it'll be from 1 to 2. We may even just have him swing in and stop by, you know, halfway through my show and halfway through the start of Miranda's show that I'll be helping out with and all that jazz. We'll have some fun. I mean, we're gonna have some fun. And let's see here. If I could go wherever I would, where would I go? I'm gonna go with Florida. It's nice. There's the ocean. The view isn't bad. The women, whatever, they're not bad. So I'm gonna answer with Florida, Leilani. That's where I would go. If I could go anywhere in the world, I'd go to Florida. Thanks for listening at www.letstalkpot.com. Appreciate that. If you haven't heard, the last couple of days, this show has crashed the server. You know what that means? That means we have so many listeners trying to get onto the thing that it can't handle it. It crashes. That's awesome. That's freaking great. I appreciate the support. I really view myself as the people's champ. You know, go Paul Wall. Woo, woo, woo. But no, I consider myself to be the people's champ. I've always been one of the people, no matter how hard or how much I've worked to get into the business of show, in the show of the biz, I pretty much have always kind of remained pretty humble that I don't belong here necessarily. So I'm lucky to be here. A lot of people you'll find in this industry are like, I belong in this doggone place. Well, who said so? I mean, I'm glad you feel that way about yourself, and that's awesome that you have that much, you know, I guess love for yourself. But realistically, who said that? Who said you belong here? Who made it that you belong here? Your God. But if I don't believe in your God, so who made it you belong here? You made you belong here. But do you have the humility and the humbleness to recognize that you got yourself there? But it's okay. It doesn't make you, you know, planet of the you know, running the planet of the apes maybe, but running the planet of the humans or the naked apes, not happening. So we got a lot of stuff we can go over today. I am absolutely we're gonna invade our Twitter page. that's at the real Mr. Trey, the real MISTATRE. We're gonna invade that Twitter box and see what the hell's in there, just for giggles. We're definitely gonna find out what's affecting us around the globe. It's like, in a world. Yeah, let's just go straight to Don De La Fonte. Mr. Trey impersonates Don De La Fonte. In a world where there's a radio and an internet and some dipshit pothead named Trey. Yeah, that's how my movie's gonna start out. Just saying. I see. I don't mind being called names because one, yeah, I'm kind of a dipshit, but it's the fun kind of dipshit. It's the educated dipshit, which means at least what I say sounds like it makes sense, even if I'm dead wrong. I don't know if that's okay or if that's right, but that's what I'm going to run with. We're going to get into some things over the next couple of days. Texas legalizes cannabis oil. Governor Abbott refuses to go any further. So is that where it stops? Religious cannabis already being put to the test in Rhode Island. So not really sure what to say about that one. All right, Mexico, new massacre in, and I'm gonna mess this up maybe, but Michoacan. Órale, that's not good. There's no bueno when we're killing people now, folks. That's not cool. Like I told you, remember what I said? Half the people in this country think that smoking pot is bad. The other half does not. That is not a majority of rules. You have to shut up. It's not bad. Sorry, sucks to be you. 95% of the people in this country believe that killing people is wrong. Majority rules, it's wrong. That's kind of where I get my, I kind of go with the law of democracy. Majority rules. You're wrong. Killing's bad. Smoking pot's not. Get over it. Quit crying. I don't want to hear you whining anymore about it. Let's see here. New study about pot and alcohol has serious implications. Yeah, no shit. Because pot, dude, come on, man. I don't even know like the word to say that would make me feel better about that situation because there's just nothing that does. Let's see here. How about this one? Connecticut judge erasing pot convictions at a high rate. Oh, snap. We got a judge on our side, folks. Oh, hell. Oh, hell to the beat. There's going to be some pissed off people about that one. These are some of the headlines, by the way, that I'm just reading. But most of this is from High Times Magazine. That one's pretty good. I'm going to check that story back out. We're going over that story. I might save that for, I want to see what Jamin has to say about that. I might save that one for Jamin gets here. Jamin, you better get your butt on High Times website, hightimes.com/news. I'm telling you. But Governor Abbott refuses to go further in Texas. We're definitely, I'm not letting that go. And I love, by the way, whoever did this over at High Times with the weed flag, the Texas flag and the stars replaced with the pot leaf, fucking genius. I love it. It reminds me of the Puerto Rico flag with the star replaced with the pot leaf as well. Love it. Love it. Leave it. Better can't wait. Better kick bulls at a kid. Don't play. Ha. Little vanilla ice for you right there. I might be showing my age here, but just know that when I was doing that, I was like 8. Just for the record. It's like you have to substantiate it. You're like, listen, guys, sorry, I went vanilla ice on you. I love all of you. I didn't mean to. I really feel like a bad person now. I was going to go MC Hammer, but my parachute pants are at home. Why the hell not? Let's see here. June 1st. Right to this. What's that? We already covered these stories. Where's the news stories I just had? What the hell? Damn it, Bobby. I would hug you, but you are my son. What the hell? I was saying that yesterday, riding around with Nick, with Jesse James from Living Art Tattoo. I was riding around with him yesterday. Went to the mall. We were both in black T-shirts. That's the new hashtag, Black T Squad. What? Colorado Bad Boy Club. Well, click. We say click, but we spell it with a C because we ain't gangbanging, so we spell things right. That's the one that always made me laugh. Was like, I grew up on the West Coast, Bloods and Crips. You always hear, I'm just big and back. They would try to remove all the C's out of it. If they were Bloods, if they were Crips, they'd always be trying to remove all the B's out of it. I'm kicking cack. I'm like, you ain't kicking that freaking vocabulary that actually is real. I have to admit, though, that some of the people that I know are kind of like somewhat, I guess you could say, gangster. Kind of hard. Their G status is to the roof. People that I know like that, I promise you, they ain't talking like that. They're talking money. Otherwise, they wouldn't be where they're at. They'd be just some idiot on the street corner trying to act up. I promise you. Like, they're really about that money. Not at least, I mean, there's places you can go. It's still like that. Fair enough. Whatever. Call it what you want. I'm not endorsing it anyway, so fine. Fair enough. Call it what you want. But there are some places that you're just like, what the hell is wrong with you people? So I want to read this. We're going to also go to NBA players call for league to basically lighten up the laws on marijuana is what it's going to say, or legalize it. And by the way, again, shout out to whoever put the weed graphic with the NBA logo instead of the basketball player. I just like the weed plant. Like, it looks so cool. I don't care what you say. When you saw that fucking thing, you wanted to get a weed tattoo. You're like, yep, get a pot leaf, man. If you don't already got one, that is. Yep, I'll get a pot leaf, bro. I actually do not have a pot leaf tattooed on me for as much weed as I smoke. Dead serious, I don't. Now, that's going to change because I'm going to get the K-High flag tattooed on me, the K-High Marijuana Nation flag with the K-High, across it, and letstalkpot.com. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Our show Wake and Bake, when it was on full-blown airwaves, our show Wake and Bake was the first show to break airwaves legally and talk about pot. And then to top that off, it was a Puerto Rican, a Mexican, and a lesbian black girl. Minority raging. Like, whether you realize that or not, the significance of that is to be the first to break airwaves. And then not only be the first to break airwaves, but then to not only be the first to break it, but be a room full of minorities. And now, I don't like to play the race card because I'm actually mixed. So I don't care for the race card one single bit, guys. I can promise you that. However, it is a factor in demographics. And one thing that you'll find about me is that I'm a logic. I'm a logic. Everything has logic. Everything has reasoning. Like, you want to talk to me, start thinking about talking to Spock. Just with Picard or excuse me, but Kirk's attitude. I'm Spock with Kirk's attitude. Yeah, scary, right? I'm Data with Picard's swagger. For all you nerds out there, I'm a nerd too. Nerd, fist pump to the sky. Word up, for real. I have the logic of a Romulan, or even a Klingon, because their logic for some reason makes sense to me. It's kind of a kill and be killed logic, but it makes sense to me to some point. But you know, I have the Spock logic, but I have Kirk swagger. I'm the captain of the ship. I don't know anything else. I don't know anything but to lead. I know when to follow. I guess that makes a good point. But so we're gonna get into these stories here. We got a couple minutes before we go to the first break, so let's go with the Texas story because it's the one that pisses me off the most. So let's just get it out of the way. Texas Governor Greg Abbott signed the bill into law Monday that allows patients suffering from epilepsy to have access to low THC cannabis oils. How low can we go? How low can we make your weed oil be? Yeah, get out of here. It's a step in the right direction, but it's a waste of time law because bottom line is they're going to find out these guys, these conservative geniuses, Tea Party driven, by the way, in Texas. You cannot deny that. That is a fact. I love my facts. You've heard me go fact crazy before. I love my facts. Don't argue with me about your stupid religious belief, your stupid this, your stupid that, your kid's school, your PTA, your mom, your upbringing, your grandparents, how your uncle felt about it. I don't give a damn. I really don't give a damn. Bring me science or shut up. Because one thing is, people make up stuff all the time. I don't care what it is, whether it's a religious belief, whether it's a way of living, whether it's a diet that works, whether it's a soda that's supposed to make you feel better about yourself. It doesn't matter. People make up shit all the time. The bottom line is at the end of the day, no matter what shit you make up, I can disprove the fuck out of it or prove it, for that matter, with science. The doc's on one. It's Tuesday. Hell yeah. So anyway, the Texas governor said that they're going to sign a deal on the laws. Here's the thing. Although the governor will admit, he's going to put his pen on paper, bottom line, but he's not going to legalize marijuana. He's simply legalizing low-grade THC cannabis oil. That's it. He's saying this is okay for people with epilepsy. That's it. I believe, if I remember right, they're putting this under the Compassion Act, or something like that, some Texas Compassion Act. Bottom line is that the side of this legislation, it does put things in the right way, I guess. However, it also stops short of providing real relief for the patients. So yeah, it's a step in the right direction, but you're really just stopping one step short of actually helping patients whose quality of life is affected by the lack of the right type of medication. Let's pump them full of pills. Let's hit them with chemo. What the hell are you on? How about let's pump them full of weed? They're going to be really happy. They're going to get the munchies. The nausea is going to go away. They're not going to need as much chemo, if any at all. Not only that, cancer seems to be disappearing in kids for some reason, in leukemia, all because of pot. What the hell? Is that possible? Yeah, it really is. And guess what? Backed by fact. I'm the doc from K-High. You're, of course, listening to High Noon, baby. We'll be back after the commercial. I'm about to go step out here and smash this burrito since Lynn won't let me have food in the here no more. You're watching behind the scenes, Lynn. Thanks.
Nothing to worry about. Proper support. I'm like, I'm like the race car. I'm going to continue to work on your. Why?
You got it.
Another half a burrito.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's weird. It's like songs from the 80s and the 70s and the 90s never leave your head. I'm telling you. You could play damn near any song, and I may not know the words to it, but I can at least like, well, I fixed this mic. Sorry about that, people. There we go. But anyway, I would literally be able to at least sing along with it for a second. Like, or like I was doing right now. I don't remember the words to that song, but I remember the tune. I can whistle the tune. I don't even know why the hell I know that, by the way. But it's just one of those things. By the way, if you got any comments or anything about the stores we're going over, or you want to talk to any of the people that we got calling in, 719-591-5874. That's 719-591-KUSH. You're going to be restricted once my celebrity calls in, though. Because basically, we'll just call them, so that way it takes up the line and you can't call in. I know it's messed up, but listen, they worked hard to get where they are, to gain our interest. And you worked hard to be a listener to gain my interest. Now, I'd actually rather talk to listeners. I want to know what you think if you want to know the truth. Sometimes it's fun to talk to celebrities. It's fun to find out what they've been doing, catch up with them. You know, it's good. It's fun to interview them. It is. Which is why I'm still super pissed at Gorilla Zoe. Guys, get on Twitter right now. Just like tweet Gorilla Zoe and say, you stood up the doc at the Real Mr. Trey and never called him last week. What the hell? And then put 719-591-KUSH. Everybody, just do it right now. Gorilla Zoe, make sure you do the official page. Otherwise, you're just going to piss off somebody who's trying to pretend to be Gorilla Zoe. We want to piss off the actual Gorilla Zoe. He's a pretty cool dude. I tower over him. I feel like a giant around rappers. You know that most rappers are actually really short. Like, I'm 5'9.5". Now, that's not tall. That's not tall by any standard, but it's definitely it's average height. I mean, the average male is 5'9 3/4. I'm 5'9.5". I'm a quarter of an inch short of the halfway mark. Okay, cut me some slack here. I'm half Puerto Rican. That's basically a midget in a round ball, and then there's like 5 tall ones. I swear, there's like 200 small ones, 5 tall ones. My uncle, the tall one. The rest of the family, short and round. Swear, can't make that up. They're gonna kill me for this if they listen. I'm pretty sure most of them don't. They don't really support the marijuana life. Being out in Jersey and New York, not easy too. You know, a stint in Rikers Island for a bud is not exactly something I'd want to do. Believe me, laws get tough out there. Like I am going to have the hardest transition when I intend to move to Florida in a year. The show, hopefully we can take it with us and broadcast it from Florida. It's only going to add to K-High's reach across the globe and the country. But my Spanish community down there, the Puerto Ricanos, the Cubanos, I'm coming and bringing Mexican food. My family calls me the Mexican Puerto Rican, so I'm basically Mexican by virtue of regional awareness. I'm from the Southwest. I eat Mexican food. I like tortillas. My empanadas can be dessert, but I prefer them to actually be meat, like a Puerto Ricano. But I make a mean freaking enchilada, let me tell you. as well as a lot of other Spanish dishes. Oh, my homemade tacos, legend, freaking wait for it, Gary. They're so good. My nieces and nephews stay home from their grandmother's house, from the other grandmother they go to visit. They'll stay home just to eat those tacos. Legendary. I'll make them for you guys one day. But if I go straight Mexican mode and make 200 tacos and nobody shows up to eat them, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm just gonna no, I'll probably just get high and eat them all anyway. See, that's the beauty of weed. You're like, if I was a normal person, well, what people perceive to be normal, because what's really normal, that's a whole nother topic for another day. But if I was a normal person, as people would call it, and I made 200 tacos, oh, I'd be pissed as shit. I would let the white side of me come out. There's, possibilities for mass shootings, as most of the proverbial jokes go. No, seriously though, I'd be mad as shit. But if I make 200 tacos and I smoke weed while I'm doing it, or even after I'm doing it, guess what I'm gonna do when I'm done? Not give two shits if you show the fuck up, because I'm gonna have 200 tacos to smash. Because I just smoked a big fat cheap. See, there's a difference between weed people and regular people. I've almost got to the point anymore where I don't really know if I can really tolerate regular people. They always just seem pissed off. I can't. I'm like, dude, why are you mad all the time? Like, stop. Don't be angry, please. You're killing my vibe. Trick don't kill my vibe. I'm just saying, guys, out in Chicago, if we left this segment with Trick don't kill my vibe, I wouldn't be upset. Oh, yeah. The K-High theme song is coming. The best I can tell you is we shared the beat yesterday. I figured I'm a recording artist. I'm the producer of this show, and I have my engineers in Chicago. And between, and a boss who pretty much will let me do whatever I want, because I'm kind of my boss, but he's the boss. I mean, I'll never deny him that. He is my boss. He's the only person I report to. But, there's an owner, obviously, and his wife. Thank you to the Knar family again. Blessed to be part of this family of KI Radio. Trust me, that's not even butt kissing. That's real honesty. Blessed to be part of this. And we kind of like Lynn. He's all right. No, I'm just kidding. I love Lynn. That's my boss. I seen him outside air guitaring, so I figured if he was listening to me, he wouldn't be air guitaring right now. So I totally threw him under the bus, because he would have probably looked up and flipped off my window, because he knows where my window is to my studio. He knows which one it is, and I know him. He'd flip me off in a heartbeat if I was trashing him, even for fun. He's a great guy to work for. Let's see here. Dana says she's pissed off at Jesse James and Gully. Guys, dude, she's hot and from New York, bro. You do not want her pissed off, dude. And she's cinnamon tanned because of living in Florida. Again, you do not want her pissed off at you. I don't care if she's pissed off at you. As long as she's not mad at me, I'm good. Because that's where my stock lays. So anyway, we went over the story before the break, if you're just joining us, about the governor of Texas is going to sign the Texas legalization cannabis oil bill, but will go no further to legalize marijuana. And I think that I myself, being somebody who studied politics and the legal system, and that it's not a jailhouse law school education, although those cats, they get it in. Don't get it twisted. You got nothing to do but sit around and read books. Believe me, you'll get it in. But anyway, so with that said, I'm looking at this and going, I think you fell short. I mean, you basically, you legalized 5 Percocets for people who need the 30s. If that, these people need like 6 to 10 times the strength of medicine that you were providing them, and you legalized a 5% grade, and they need 100, or they need 50, and you legalized 5%. I mean, you fell short. You sold out these people to make yourself, look, we're Texas and we're getting along with the bill so good, and we're just trying to play along and just be nice and let the liberals have a little bit of room. No, you're an asshole. You're stopping people from getting their medicine, and then you sign a bill that does shit. I'm gonna call you out on this. Here, you want me to make you feel more at home, Texas? They did horse shit for you. They did horse shit. The Reverend Michael David Jacobs of the First United Methodist Collective of Baptist Churches in southern Dallas, Texas, says you did shit. Horse shit, son. Speaking of the Reverend Michael David Jacobs, by the way, DJ Michaels, I love you, man. That's all I'm going to say. I basically took one of my idols who works here at the station. I grew up listening to him, and as a younger adult, and listening to him broadcast on a station here in town, something FM with a 9 and an 8 or something. You know who I'm talking about if you listen and you're from the Springs. We don't even give them the grace. See, I always tell people is if you're talking about me, good or bad, you're still talking about me. The minute you stop talking about me is when you make me irrelevant. That's how you kill something. So I don't talk about anything I don't care about. Like a station that starts with an M and ends with 9 and some about an 8 or something in it. Not my sister station though, not 98.5 Tailgate. Hoorah. Shout out to you guys over there in Studio One. I don't think anybody's in there right now. No, it's empty. So if you're listening to a robot, just so you know, I'm kidding. Obviously, if you're listening to me, you're not listening to them. But anyway, you fell short, Texas. I'm going to call you out on it. And by the way, we are going to have a so we're going to have the prank played. I think we're going to wait until the second hour, mostly just because Jamin will be here. And I absolutely cannot wait until I don't think he heard the original broadcast. I told him, I said, you can go back to Friday. You can go to the archives on YouTube. Guys, go to K-High on YouTube, Khigh on YouTube. You can always catch the archive videos. You can listen to my show. Realistically, as much as I don't want to pull you away, but if I still get you to listen to the show, I can live with that. But if you want to listen to the show, or maybe you got to leave and you're going to miss a segment you want to hear, you can go back and listen to it. Just break down the time frames. If the thing says it's 2 hours and 15 minutes, I can pretty much tell you that I most likely started the show probably 10 to 15 minutes before the recording, 10 to 15 minutes before the show. I probably ended it right at 1. I mean 2, I'm sorry. I'm already getting used to Wednesday when we go to an hour, and then I'll be on Miranda's show. So we're gonna do like a back-to-back piggyback type of thing, only I'm gonna float show to show. I've become Sam from USA Today. I'm just gonna go show to show and do the weather. Fuck it. I wouldn't mind. I mean, if whatever I can do to get some money generated here and get me and the people paid. See, here's the thing is, guys, we always talk about Buy America. You want to take a quick segue real quick and tell you a secret about radio? Radio's not free. If you listened yesterday, you heard me talk a little bit about this. It's not free. It's free for you. You can turn on your damn phone. You can hit let's pot. Yeah, let's pot some talk too. But anyway, let's talkpot.com and you can listen for free. However, it's not free to run a station. The print's not free in this building. Even I'm free. I absolutely have ran my show for free and worked for free for a minute now. But that's why I've invited you. Hey, if you've got a business out there and you want to invest in us, we have different things that you can buy into. You can sponsor the phone line. You can sponsor me as a show. Matter of fact, I mean, I'm going to tell you guys right now, for $6,000, you can sponsor the show for the entire year. Now some of us that aren't. If you don't own a business, you don't get it. Jamin Johnson. I just seen him pull up. Jamin Johnson always looks so cool. He's like the cool. So he's like heavy D, only he's like vanilla D. Like he's a big, stocky kind of. He's got a little. He's packing some weight. All right. I'm not trying to call my boy fat. He's not really fat anyway. He's kind of a big boy. He's got a little belly on him though. But he's a big dude, and I mean he is so hip hop. His rims, he's rocking a caddy on like 20, it looks like 20, those are 20s or 21s, 20s, I think. And it's the 4-door Sport. I mean, dude, seriously. Dude's got hip hop written all over him. We love Jamin Johnson, by the way. He's the owner of the Speakeasy. He's gonna be on the show here in the next segment. He's probably gonna go check in right now. I'll probably actually get him in here this next segment, most likely, when we come back after the commercial break here in about 5 minutes. But anyway, so let's go to this next story. So NBA players call for league to legalize medical marijuana. Last week, NBA, by the way, this is from Sativa Von Teese, which is guaranteed that is absolutely a ghost name. That is not their real name. But anyway, Von Teese, Sativa Von Teese. I want to test some sativa too, so you hook me up, shit. So anyway, we've got last week, NBA star Kevin Durant was caught on video dropping what appeared to be a medical marijuana dropping what appeared to be medical marijuana while leaving a Los Angeles club. Considering that 23 states have legalized cannabis for medical purposes and the NBA prohibits this type of pot use, TMZ Sports decided to find out what players thought of the NBA's drug. So this is coming out of TMZ Sports, by the way. So we like to give credit to where credit's due. 10 out of 10 active, what? I was like, hold on, let me rub my eyes. Did I read that right? Why didn't they just say 100%? But I get it. It's for a fact. 10 out of 10 active NBA league players, all asked to remain anonymous, by the way, thought that the NBA's pot policy was outdated. Now, I can tell you there's no way in flipping hell that all 10 of them smoke. It's just statistically an improbability. So, and that's probably why it's the ones, the funny thing is the ones that don't smoke probably want to remain anonymous more than the ones that do smoke, because the ones that do smoke only remain anonymous. Like, hey man, don't be pissed testing me, dude. Seriously. Okay. Let's talk squeaking J's, please don't piss test me. Yeah, of course, because you've been smoking pot. But the ones that don't smoke pot are like, I don't want my name dragged in the mud. I don't want to be tested when there's no real reason because I'm not doing it, or they're doing worse than pot. And they're like, fuck, man, keep me out of this shit because I was doing rails. You can sit there and look at me like the asshole, or you can look at me as the guy telling the truth, because we all know the truth. It is what it is. I'm not even pissed anymore. I'm on that Portugal shit. Do what the fuck you want. I don't care what you do. Honestly, I don't. I don't approve of certain things, but who the fuck am I? I'm not the judge. I'm not the jury. I'm not the executioner. I'm not your boss. So as much as I am somewhat of a judgmental little prick, I'm not going to judge you publicly. I'll judge you in my mind. I'm not going to put it out there how I really feel about what you're doing, because who the hell am I? See, that's the one thing is I woke up and I said, I don't give a shit what anybody thinks about me, and who the hell am I? And my life changed instantaneously. You want to take a walk to the Trey side of life? You really want to wake up, smell the coffee, quit being an android, quit being programmed to do whatever the fuck somebody else says? First off, wake up and say, I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. The second thing you need to tell yourself is, real simple, I ain't shit. Every day I remind myself that I am nothing more than a radio DJ host who's sorely underpaid to the note of zero, until one of you people out there listening actually sponsors my show. Again, $6,000 for the year, and it's the High Noon Show brought to you by blank. It is now your show that I host, and we do all kinds of fun stuff with you, and you get cheap remotes and all kinds of shit, and I get free cool stuff, which is always nice. I love it. So again, $6,000 for the year. Otherwise, we're gonna have to talk. You're looking at more like probably about the first 3 months will be $1,000. After that's $1,000 a month, and we gotta look at length of time, all that stuff. It's complicated. I say you're smart if you just sponsor for the damn year. We're not going anywhere. As a matter of fact, we're probably going to go to AM or FM very quickly. So you're smart to get in now and have us be sponsoring you. But anyway, bottom line is, the NBA, should the NBA advertise about it? No, because you influence children. So I don't think people should advertise about it. But how it's handled, and or especially the smearing in the public, I think that needs to change. I think that the NBA and the commissioner of the NBA need to take a look at that. Because the bottom line is that some of these guys could really be helping themselves with some pain that they're being forced to be opiates. Look at all these old NFL players that are drug addicts now. Look at them. Poor bastards. Think about that today.
30 seconds.
We'll be back after the break. We got Jamin Johnson coming in from the Speakeasy. I'm the Doc with K-High. And, of course, you are partying with us. Oh, can't touch this. Can't touch this. Now I want to get the Dookie pants out. They call them the Dookies, parachuters. I was going to do it, but nah, I'm not doing the Running Man. We're on a break right now. Look at you mic'd in. You got that chair, or that chair, and you can pick whatever mic you really want to sit at. It's up to you. But if you want to be more visible, one of these two probably is best.
You got it, homie.
Oh, you wear the JP hat. Does JP got his own hat?
Yeah, man. I got your shit.
I like it though, man. I need a big hat.
One, man.
I'm telling you, the boys need to stop holding out on me. You know what, though? I'm invading your show tonight.
There's still that backless chair. I just need something taller because I can't.
I'm about to invade their space tonight, though. I'm going to go on the show.
Do that.
Oh, no, I can't. I got to do some shit. Okay, I'm invading their show tomorrow. Yeah, the weekends. Oh, I'm invading the weekend show tomorrow all day. Hey, Sonar?
Oh, and I got
we're going to get
I got
levels checked for Jamin. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
just I got
Count up to 5 and back down to 1.
Count up to 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
And then
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that's good luck.
okay, perfect. All right.
I got Mark Dodson for.
Oh, you're trying to tell them?
I got Mark Dodson for next
Thursday?
Tuesday,
Next
and
Tuesday.
then I have Carlos Alzaraki,
Oh, I love Carlos.
and I'm trying to get Jenner to call it.
Hey, you know what? We should
From
get the. Okay, so when can Carlos calling? Where's Carlos calling? Where are we getting Carlos?
trying to get him on for Thursday of next week.
Next week. Okay.
Yeah. I got
Because-
Dodson for Tuesday of next week.
I got that Chromacon video of him. With his whole
Doing his
routine.
comedy thing.
Yeah, I'll have
Yeah,
him join
I'm
in Chicago and cut it up.
Yeah, I just sent him a message.
Say Chicago.
Because they're supposed to be doing a Reno 911
Review.
60.
Uh-oh. Okay, 1 minute. Hold on. I got to buy this burritos. My food guy sold out. Did he show us? See, I know you and I can sneak out after the show and we'll smoke some trees. I know Jim brought trees. You did bring trees, right? You did.
I did what?
You did bring trees.
I wish.
You didn't bring trees?
No, bro. I didn't. Man.
Are you in the car?
Bro, I did not.
Oh, you're fired.
I'll have someone deliver.
He said, hey, that's some boss. That's some boss shit right there. I will have it. Somebody said that yesterday too. They're like, I will have that shit delivered. I was like, gangsta? I was like, they never did though. So at least I know you're like dead serious. He's like, oh, I will have Miss. You know what? Well, if you have Miss Amy bring it, you got to have her come in and say hi.
Mile high, but weird. Crap. I swear I had something for this.
I love the commercial spots.
How
Oh,
close do I need to be?
do. Oh, you don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to eat the mic.
do that.
Yeah, you don't have to eat the mic. I tend to make out with my mic. me and my mic are close. Dana down at the beach is gonna be jealous of this mic. That's how close we are. Well, let's see here. So, by the way, if you're just joining us here, it's about 45 minutes into the show, and we got, of course, the man, the myth, the legend. That's what That's what Paul Richards used to say that when I would come in for the football team. I don't want to say their name because they're very taboo about weed. I'm still trying to nudge them into that environment.
The team?
Yeah.
I know which team you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh yeah. The one this big
I
shiny
remember.
ring came from.
Yeah, I remember.
This big giant championship ring. I can't listen. This is it. Sounds like you're trying to put my hand down. It's like,
That was you and Kamikaze, right?
yeah.
Yeah, you
Kamikaze. There's a few other ones too. Like he's retired now, so I guess we can throw him under the bus. But Kamikaze is one. He retired. Mellis Carney. You know Mellis? Big Mellis Carney?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one. He played a D lineman. That boy was a beast on the D line. I was calling his name all the time when we were doing their games. And then let me see who. I'm over here like dry snitching everybody. Let's just stop there. I just realized I'm just throwing everybody under the bus.
The FBI is your main audience.
I would not actually. I wouldn't be
They're
surprised.
just they're writing everything down.
I know, right? I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't like the DEA or something. But hey, shout out to my Alphabet Boys for they do listen because we know you do.
Yeah, so yeah, and if,
Hi,
they
how
are,
you doing?
and if they're listening, then
Light up.
downplay the whole man, myth, legend, marijuana guy with me. Well, me looking and go, oh, he's a big time player. Let's look at him.
He's a big time player in honest business, actually. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
Jamin is one of the people here in the city, and there's a lot of them. I mean, there's like Mama Kush, there's from Miracle Mary Meds, there's
The Rocky Mountain Miracles.
Rocky Mountain Miracles.
Rocky
And then
Mountain Miracles Alley.
there's my guys that have the
Marijuana
balls to have their shop, like where you
There's
look over your
Weed Pit
shoulder.
Mama, there's
I love Weed Pit Mama. Weed
there's
Pit Mama is I love
Green
her.
Life Grannies.
I love
There's- I like how the older generation is coming out saying, "Hey,
We're
We
still
never had
in it.
a-
We still fucking
well,
party. We
they
never
never had a
our-
problem with it."
As I
in
say,
the
we never
first
had our
place.
problem.
Yeah, they never had a problem with it in the first place. So
Oh.
it was all pretenses.
That's where I think the body painting's coming from. It's all those freaking Woodstock freaks from the 70s. They're like, let's body paint, bro.
Body painting.
I love the body
painters.
painting. What's the girl that does the body painting for you?
Alora.
Alora. Oh, I love
Oh
her.
man,
I love it. She's a model, too.
Ethereal
She's a model.
Inspirations. Look it up. Yeah, she's also Ethereal Entertainment, Ethereal Inspirations.
I'm gonna call her right now. And send her
Alora,
a bill for us plugging her.
She's awesome. Yeah, no, she's awesome. If you ever go to Speakeasy, you'll see her paintings everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So,
She inspires me. She is a wonderful artist. Actually, I talk to her. We frequently talk now because it's we're kind of conglomerating here a little bit for business stuff and art, especially to push art, guys. One thing is that you'll find out about the doc here. I grew up in Europe, so a trip to the museum was actually a trip. It was fun. It was exciting. It was something you wanted to do. It wasn't a downer, a boo, and you didn't have some cool kid that was way too cool for the museum, trying to make it sound like it was lame. It was actually something fun to do, and I've been to ones that have puppets the size of people, like on John Malkovich.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, John Malkovich, I think that was a hyperbole. They were like giant puppets. They made people look small.
I saw a thing today that was like it was like a giant puppet elephant, and people were riding on the side of it. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. I saw that.
That's
on
true.
Facebook today.
That's true. You know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to get this carnival. I'm gonna go talk to them. The carnival's going up across the street. For those of you that don't know, we're out here by the outdoor flea market, and the carnival is going right there.
There's one at the mall right now. How does
Yeah,
that work?
that's
Turf
they're
Wars
moving
now.
it. No,
Oh, they're moving it.
It's the same
Oh,
one. Yeah, it's the same. It went from
and then it goes by Golden
it was-
Corral after that, doesn't
I
it?
think so, out on Powers.
I think
Because
it
it was,
always does that every year. That's really
and then it goes to the Chapel
But that's
Hill.
not that
It goes to
far
the Chapel
from
Hill
each-
too. It goes to Chapel Hill.
What's weird is that's not that far from each other. Like you would think that they would do it way down south, way up north, something like that, in order
I
to.
think they're trying to segregate poor people and rich people.
They just
this
hop
is
from
the
like
prior gate one. You're not
they hop
welcome here,
hop from one get into another.
right?
They're at the SWAT
I
meet.
mean, this is the East Side Swap meet.
Yeah,
You
right.
ain't welcomed here.
Everything you win is LA Raiders.
It's like the Swanson Swap meet down in LA. Hey, fool, you want the wrong Turk, cuz. Oh my God! Somebody screams out, "Ricky!" No, that was too far, boys in the hood. Oh. I went too far. I don't know if I can go too far. So I got this question for you. I was reading a couple of these stories. What do you think about this one? The NBA players call for a legalized marijuana.
Well, I think that's just a good idea. I mean,
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
how many
Anonymous,
how
no one
many
agreement anonymous. 10 out of 10
sports
players.
stars? How many sports stars do you venture use cannabis regularly?
I'd probably say 30%, maybe
And-
40%.
And the only reason why it's not
If they're
higher
paying-
numbers is because they're restricted.
90% of my pain is football pain. And I tell people
Right.
all the time, I know what these guys face.
Well, and
every day.
they
It hurts
go-
like a mother. Let me tell you.
Right, and they lose their positions, they get suspensions,
You got nothing better to
all
do.
that, and yet they're putting their body through and
A car wreck.
But,
A car wreck.
but
It was-
if
it was-
the
it was-
doctor, if the sports doctors prescribes them Vicodin, then they'll make exception for that Vicodin consumption. You know that doesn't become an issue in a drug test.
And that's what I mean. And you can get an exception for an opiate, but if you smoke pot, you get suspended for a year by Goodell.
Right.
And like in the NFL, which that's my main platform. I spend a lot of time watching the NFL.
With the injuries these guys go through, they got to be
Car
local
wreck.
pharmacies. They
Car
got to
wreck.
have like a pill for every part of their
Car
body.
wreck.
Yeah.
I read an article. It was right before I went to a Dallas Cowboys training camp. It was like a camp for kids when I was a kid, and it was a car wreck. That is what an NFL running back goes through every quarter. Is the equivalent of a car wreck. Not every game. Every quarter he plays of downs, it is equivalent to a car wreck. So you basically go through 4 car wrecks every Sunday, and
Wow.
then imagine that. Every throughout, you got to think too. You're gonna
I
have
don't think
shots
I've been
during the
through
week.
4 car wrecks in my life. So
I have.
That's
It hurts.
crazy.
I've been through 4 car wrecks a game. I was a running back.
Hey, I got Jetter from Bongathon. He's wanting to call in and talk to us. Should he call our number or should we call him?
We can call him, or he can call 719-591 Kush.
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
it's up to him. If the light rings, though, I'm going to answer it. I mean, yeah.
Well, we got all kinds of giveaways
Well,
to get to. We might be able to talk about a Bongathon ticket.
I got no. We don't have to talk about him. I've got 2.
You got 2
I got
Bongathon?
2. No, wait, no. There's
No,
not
you
Bongathon.
have
I have,
US Expo.
yes, I have.
And
the US
I
Cannabis
have
Expo.
like 6 of those with me too.
We're gonna need some callers. Let's call him first, though. Let's call him first.
You want to call him?
Let's call
or
him.
have
Tell him we're gonna
call
call him. I'm gonna call him without you even telling him. What's the number?
It's 720-327, and I'll just show you on my finger with the rest.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's just to keep saying it. What was the last one? Okay, so you do
All
know that there's video, right?
Yeah, well, they all have to go through the process of combining both in order to get his name. And hopefully our audience is too stoned and lazy for all that kind of work.
Probably. There's a few stalkers though.
Bongathon! What's up, Jetter? How you doing, man?
Bro, what's up? It's the doc. Nothing much.
So we got you on air right now. We just wanted to talk Bongathon for a minute, man. You down? All right. First of all, for those who don't know who might be listening, explain what Bongathon is.
Awesome.
Possibly the world, right? It's debatable, right? We don't know yet.
Hey, there was some old timers getting freaky in the world.
We'll have bands out there. We'll have beer out there. We'll have a bunch of
You'll have the doc. Where's my damn press pass?
Well, I gotta say, I've gone the last couple of years and it's been amazing. One of the best experiences of my life. I love it. I encourage everyone who can to go to it. But one thing that I really thought was amazing is the amount of prizes that you give away. I mean, you literally had tables and tables and tables. And quite often when someone would win a competition, they'd win nearly half a table of it was just mind-boggling.
How do you win said competition? Because I'm a hella smoker, so I should. How have I not participated yet?
If you want to participate in individual Boggathon, first off you need to practice.
Yeah.
And then second off you need to show up at the event. You need to get an invitation back to the event. And once you're at the event, you have 30 slots open for individual Boggathon.
Okay, I think you should invite the doc, even if I make an ass of myself.
Well, you should have joined us for the open invitation there at Speakeasy there, Trey.
Oh, I know, I missed it. I know.
It became apparent how important practice is there. I mean, Norm knocked out his gram in what was it, 48 seconds.
Wow. I'm impressed.
Yeah, he got 48.14, right? Or 18. 48.18. So he missed tying Norm by a hair.
Take a bong grip.
But we're talking the average times were, and these people were going. I mean, they were going full. I mean, people were cheering them on, and it seemed
to do that in one rip.
It seemed, you would think, right?
Well,
But
last year the guy that won individual Boggathon 90 was for the speeches event.
Holy shit. Okay, that's fucking saying something. That's a lot of Chiba, man. I know 7 grams. That's a quarter ounce of pot. That's a lot.
Yeah, and I mean, these people were going for it. I think the average time was right around 2 minutes, or hovers around like 2.5 minutes. Is that right?
Yeah, 2.5 minutes is about the average
And
time.
I think we had 3 people tap out.
A gram of cannabis as fast as they can through.
Yeah, we had 2
Dude,
or 3.
I went in this. I can do this.
The process is it sounds simpler than it sounds simpler
I
than
will
it
prove
is.
this at your
You
shop.
gotta understand. Like they get you use the same lighter. Everyone uses the same bong. Everyone uses the same strain. They have to break it up. They have to pack it. It's all about technique. That's really what it comes down to. Am I right, Jetter?
So this includes the breaking and packing of it?
Well, I mean, it's twofold. I mean, if you're talking about fastest gram, yeah, it's all about technique because most anybody can choke down the gram. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
If you're talking about individual Boggathon, then there's a lot of line over matters. So once you hit that wall.
Well, I've seen them not break it up. I've seen them pack it. Hey, Jay, we're gonna be going to break here in a little
Stay
while.
with us.
You'll
Stay with us.
We still got time.
Oh, we got. Apparently, we're getting the call.
Okay,
we got
actually, I was wrong. I apologize. But so yeah, I've noticed there was people who just straight packed it. There was people that broke it up. There was people who broke it up as they went. There was people who packed. I think the best technique I saw
I
personally.
bet it's. Can I take a guess before you say that?
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
betting it's break it up completely, pack that bowl, that fucker full, and just rip it.
No, actually, you know what? And that would be my instinct normally. But what I saw that worked the best the other day, and Jetter, man, you weigh in because you're the expert. You've been doing this since who knows how long.
95.
Yeah, since '95. So the best technique I saw was they would break it up, and then he took small amounts, and he would throw a piece of bud in there and rip it and pop it. Just pop it through. Just pop it through.
Out
And throw the
and
next one in. Pop
Oh,
it through.
snap.
Throw the
I'm
next
getting
one
the
in.
inside. All right, I'll tell you what. Stick around. We're going to keep him on the call here. We'll come back right after the break.
Jetter, hang out with us.
This is KI. Jetter, don't go anywhere. And the fun thing is as they kill us off, we should still be able to talk to them while we're on break.
Jet, you there, man?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And what'll happen is like they'll kill like.
I can barely hear you. I was like,
Yeah, the
Oh,
music.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. They take the background stuff.
No, you're
Okay.
right.
Once we clear, they take the background stuff down. Now you can hear us all right?
So, what are some of the things you want to get out of the way about Bongathon, Jetter? Which
This is awesome.
man. You need people to go to the site.
yeah, I mean, you could talk about.
Let me pull it up.
Invitations from sponsors like yourself down there in Springs.
Okay.
And then, competition.
When is the Bongathon again?
Right up more the competition. Yeah.
Yeah.
When is this Bongathon again?
It's July 31st, August 1st.
Okay. seriously, I do want a press pass. I will cover this for you
Oh,
guys.
and then it's going to be followed shortly by, we have his Jetter's roast at Speakeasy shortly after that.
Oh snap! I love roasts.
Yeah.
I don't even mind getting
Hey,
up there. And
Jetter,
roasting
you
people.
really got to get me a list of people that we can, that, you know how it goes, man.
The
It should be the
roast
people who know you best so
Yep.
they can get you best, you know?
The
You know?
roast masters.
We want the dirt. We want the Jetter dirt.
Yeah, we want the jerter.
The
I don't know.
He's making them.
I do make up words that works for me. Don't rub your eyeball. I'll be right back. I'm trying to finish. I'm gonna go with my cold. I don't care. I'll eat this sucker cold.
Are you Mason people, Jetter? What's going on over there, man?
Say what?
Are you Mason people over there? What's going on?
No, my daughter, my 4-year-old, is over here playing with a whole pile of keys.
Hey, I'm gonna grab some water and I'll be right back with you, man.
Tell him don't leave.
Right.
Oh, Chris, thanks. See the key? It's not about practice. It's about not smoking the competition. So I have to. I would go away.
2 minutes.
I've never tried, but I want to film it.
Oh, well, we can have it on the show here. You guys are allowed to.
No, we can't do it. Oh, but what we can do is we can record video and audio, right? Even right on the fucking parking lot.
Well, I have it on Speakeasy's YouTube.
Oh, the actual telethon? Oh, shit.
People competing in it.
I'm telling you, I don't even care about competing. I want to go to this and just cover it.
Well, yeah, I'm even talking to him about doing a documentary on it, but I guess a couple people are.
Back at 60.
All right, so we're gonna milk some free tickets out of him. So
I
that
think
we
he can hear you.
Oh, I know.
And
Like,
we need to come on and talk about the POTUS thing and how marijuana's not being regulated like alcohol sometimes.
No, oh yeah, bro, that's been a subject on here regularly. For
every day it
a while.
feels like
We've
sometimes.
talked about it for a while, but absolutely, your perspective when it comes to POTUS would be great.
It's your platform, man.
By the way, man, I need to talk to you all about what I'm working on and then maybe my plans for your area and stuff. I don't know. I'll talk to you here in the future.
All I know is, do you want to give away some tickets to the Bongathon? I got some tickets for the expo, by the way, to get that. I'm going to give away too. 15 seconds.
If you're looking for cake decorating tips, you've got the
Maybe you
wrong
can watch this
baking
tomorrow.
station. K-High.
YouTube, on the KI YouTube page. Right here.
Okay, how YouTube page. Hey, Jetter, we got a live feed.
You got what?
We have a live feed on the YouTube page,
Go to
just so you know.
KI. Yeah,
K High on YouTube.
KI on YouTube. All you people out there, KI on YouTube it. Get your butt on YouTube. No, actually, Dana down at the beach, which is my little
Like so live?
Dana down at the beach, which is my little boo thing. She actually prefers to watch the video because she says my mannerisms are what make me half funny.
Yeah. If you don't know, you can watch us live on YouTube on K High. Look up K High on YouTube, and you can watch us live stream right now, talking with Jetter, Chris Jetter of Bongathon.
Click on live events, and it's the High Noon show.
The man picked up the torch for Bongathon back in the mid '90s, is my understanding, and has been
The
running
man
it
has
ever
been
since.
bonging for a minute.
Kept it alive ever since. Hey,
Basically, what happened is I went to my first Bongathon in 95, and then the actual party got busted by Lambert County.
it's the craziest story too, by the way.
Please tell us.
Resurrected the event in 2010 after my dispensary.
See, and I remember when your dispensary opened, and I remember the sort of the coming of Bongathon. It might not have been 2010 for me. I think it was 2011, if I remember right. But yeah, I know it's been back for a minute now.
Yeah, this is actually the 6th consecutive year.
What do you think of its resurrection? Is it back bigger and stronger, or is it pretty much of the same scale? I've seen some pictures that you've collected over the years, and it looks like it had humble beginnings, but definitely was something big right out of the gate.
Yeah,
But
I mean, it did have humble beginnings, but I mean, like in the 80s, the mid 80s, it got big. I mean,
It
they
was
got to
huge.
the point where they were dragging like 150 bags out of the park.
Well, what I don't think people understand is even when it was underground, it was highly organized. And like you said, when it got busted, I mean, a lot of people were tossing their cannabis and stuff into porta johns and throwing their glass pieces away. And the fact that you had a cannabis event pre legalization,
Is
and
saying
it
something.
had porta johns and it had stages and it had. That's a pretty big thing.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, you got to understand, like those guys were doing it during the height of during the Reagan administration, during just
The DARE programs and the Just Say No and
their slogan was just say yo.
well,
Bo.
I
Yo,
still
mofo.
that came out. That was the baton hand from Nixon though. My humbrance goes back to Nixon personally.
I think Nixon hated South America, seriously.
But Reagan definitely Reagan's wife, she definitely picked that up and was like, I'll take it.
The
I'll
face
go
of
with
the face of the war on drugs was not the president, but his wife. Absolutely.
Handsome. So you ended up, so you feel that it's pretty much in the same spirit and that it's about of the same grandeur, because I'm just blown away when I go to it as to the magnitude of it, how well organized it is, and the amount of
By far.
participation you get. Because being in the cannabis entertainment industry like I am, I have to flip people over sometimes and shake them loose of their pot. And you seem to something about Bongathon seems to attract the
It's
people
'cause
that
it has
want to
thong
be
in it.
part of it. Is that?
And there's a few things. I mean, you got to understand it's an event that's been going on for 40 years, and an event that is flew in the face of prohibition. So the people that go to it are hardcore, and once you go to the event,
Oh, you saw hardcore.
David, you enjoy it so much, and it's such a good time and well organized event. It's something that you don't want to miss again. You know what I
Well,
mean?
and I.
Very loyal following.
What I saw there too was an argument for recreational drug use combined with responsibility. There was nothing out of hand there. There was nothing crazy there. It was just a lot of people having a good time, very respectful of each other.
Understand that if you keep a party like that underground for 40 years,
The mystique.
Right.
The mystique. It's a
Now-
mystery.
you have this huge glare on it.
That brings up a whole new question. Yeah, that
There's never been any problems up there. It's a very casual love affair between the participants and the event itself. It's a small event. There's only like 2,000 people at the event. We try
Right.
to keep it that way, just so that it doesn't expand and everybody can enjoy it.
well, and I think that
Talk about
brings up
weed
a whole
intimate.
different brings up a whole nother path of subject. I mean, now that it is open, it's it's less underground. Let's say that it's more publicized. Do you find that the headaches you deal with, because you never like you said, underground there was very few headaches to deal with, but now is it the bureaucracy, the red tape you have to go through, the permits?
South Park's already proven that to us this year. We've had
And South Park was its home for how long?
South Park, and then South Park, went and changed their permitting process, included a paragraph in their regulations that was aimed solely at Bongathon, and then pretty much pulled the plug on everybody that was out there, Apogea, Sonic Bloom, everybody. So yeah, the more, it's just like anything. I mean, me personally, since 2009 when I opened my dispensary, I've spent more time in court post legalization than I ever did prior to legalization. I've had 3 criminal cases since legalization in the state of Colorado.
Wow. Yeah. And that comes in part to how vocal you are. And those who don't know, Jetter has definitely put his name on the line for the cannabis industry, cannabis freedoms numerous times, and has paid the price for it. You fight the battle, you usually come out on top, but you definitely have to go through the war, and we appreciate that you fight so hard for the freedoms that we all enjoy.
Well, and that's it. It's not my first rodeo. In 1999, I got my door kicked in after the Bogger song. So me and a bunch of the other committee members did. So we've been down that road. We faced criminal prosecution, et cetera. Even during quote unquote prohibition, when it was really, something that could really be, thought of as criminal, something that could put you in jail, et cetera. In this day and age, man, in Colorado, you're not breaking the law, man. Weed's legal. So the court system's got to, understand that. The judges, the lawyers, the politicians, the legislators, all of them need to wrap their head around it. And of course, they're having growing pains. So, I'm certainly vocal in letting them know how they're doing it wrong. And I'm willing to, put my name out there in respect to that. And if there's some consequences that come along with it, well, that's the case.
Well, and I think, me and you sometimes differ on our points of view on certain subjects, but for the most part, we agree wholeheartedly on a lot of the baseline issues, I think. And one of them that we both agree on right now, I think, is that cannabis is not being regulated like alcohol. That the slogan was exactly that. It was a slogan.
It's a slogan. Let's be clear about it. It's what the voters were sold on. It was regulated like alcohol.
Well, and that's what the voters voted for, but it hasn't proven to be what. Yeah.
And I can prove it.
El Paso County.
You can take 3 documents and basically compare them. The 3 documents that I'm speaking of are House Bill 1284, which regulated medical marijuana.
Mhm.
You can take House Bill 1317, which regulates recreational cannabis use in Colorado.
Mhm.
And then you can take current alcohol regulations in the state of Colorado.
But what were those bills again?
Well, we have a pairing of, there's a couple different things. We have a pairing. So Amendment 20 came, and much like Amendment 64 is now, it was left for interpretation, let's say. And House Bill 1284 and coupled with SB 109 came in and clarified the actions of the doctors, how dispensaries should operate, and further defined it in order to, in essence, HB 1284 regulated the industry. So Amendment 64, I believe, is anticipating its pairing with its House bill at some point. And that's what I predict as its future, just because I, like Jetter here, I was in the industry both before, I was in the medical industry both before 1284 and after, and I saw
Before what?
before 1284.
Because I was in the street pharmacy business
Right.
before I was in the
Well,
medical.
if you talk about medical marijuana, like I've been in the industry for almost 9 years now. If you're talking about medical marijuana, there was a huge difference pre-1284 and then after 1284. It's night and day, and you can't
The
compare
thing
it.
is, let's be clear. I mean, Amendment 64 would regulate like alcohol. Those are the 3 words you just need to keep focus on. Regulations are words.
Well, and that's what people were sold on. Like you said, that was what they voted for. They voted for the intent for it to be regulated like alcohol.
And so what is being regulated like now today is medical marijuana. In fact, they've adopted the entire code from medical marijuana and adopted it.
And
They did change some language for eliminating the red card, 21 up in sales, etc.
Right.
But to this day, I still don't know any liquor stores that have exit bags. I've never seen a Child Coors Light can. My position is that I should be able to go to Chili's and get a decorated cheesecake after dinner because they've got their cannabis license right on the wall next to this.
yeah.
Ooh.
Well, and
I like your thinking.
I mean, you think about it right out of the gate. I saw the discrepancies. I mean, for example, what is it? The quarter ounce limit that you can purchase from a dispensary at a time. Now, if I go to a liquor store, no, that's medical marijuana.
Oh, you're talking about regular.
So you're
I don't
under
know about the
recreational.
legal. I don't know.
under
They don't let us
recreational.
have it here in El Paso County.
Yeah, under recreational, you can carry an ounce, but you're permitted to purchase a quarter at a time. So
the thing is, it's like this. I mean, basically, it'd be equivalent to going into a bar and only being. Oh, wait a minute, no, because there would be no.
Liquor store model. Yeah.
Basically, be like walking into a liquor store with an out-of-state ID and saying, "Hey, I want some alcohol," and they'd say, "Well, we can only sell you this little shooter."
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
you
that's
can buy
never gonna happen.
at a liquor store. You can buy a shooter. You can buy a full-size bottle. You can buy a case. You can buy a
the
keg.
Big Daddy bottle.
You could buy a 30-pack of beer. You could buy
There's
You
a
know,
kegs at the Bongathon. Where is my press pass?
but you're limited to a quarter. You're limited to a quarter
I
ounce
wanna go.
purchase. And then when you look at the licensing, currently we have licensing. If you think of the recreational dispensaries as akin to liquor stores, we have licensing for that. But when it comes to alcohol, you have licensing for production of alcohol. You have licensing for the distribution of large quantity, like a liquor store, to direct to the public. You have licensing for distributing it to the distributors, for that matter. But
The actual liquor store,
yeah,
distribution
you have it from the product. You have
brewery license.
yeah.
You have the ability to get a bar license. So that you can
Yeah, and then you serve it as a bar. There's a bar license for on-site consumption for in smaller quantities.
Yeah,
on-site
weed is not
consumption.
regulated like this at all.
You have tips training for waitresses and bartenders that teaches them how to recognize when someone's too inebriated, when to cut them off, when to suggest food or water or alternative transportation. These things do not exist.
No.
There seems to be no plan to make them exist outside of ourselves. I mean, we're the ones saying, "Hey, let's make this all happen. Let's make it all," and they're fighting it tooth and nail. And like Jetter said,
and the legislators are a little bit lazy. I mean, they could have adopted the alcohol code and changed everything. We could have made flowers the equivalent to beer. We could have made watercress the equivalent to wine. We could have made BHO the equivalent to whiskey, right? For example, there's 16 gallons in a keg of beer. Well, there happen to be 16 ounces in a pound of weed. So they could have made these equivocal, like they could have changed the code.
right.
Instead, they adopted the entire medical marijuana code, which was fine. I mean, they could have started there, but then if they had moved in towards the recreational alcohol models, in other words, started offering those licenses and started putting those pieces of the marijuana code together, that would be fine. But they've had two legislators and they're not even maneuvering towards that.
So far, but I believe it's inevitable. I just think that they're only affecting the timeline as it is now. But I think that we have to go back and look at history and see when bars made the transitions, when speakeasies, shout out speakeasy, when speakeasies transitioned from
No, I'm not playing.
speakeasies to open bars, public.
About that growing pain and like all of those things that need to come along with that. And the fact is that we've experienced all of those with alcohol already.
Right, and so why go through it again?
The legislators like alcohol, but so that they didn't have to go through all those trials and tribulations of trying to figure out every.
Oh, and I
That's a good
agree,
point.
and that's the whole.
You already know what substance is in cannabis.
Right, and I fully agree with you. We had the model. They did go with the wrong model. They did duplicate medical marijuana for recreational, but alcohol. The alcohol model is viable and correlates and can be easily adjusted in any area that needs to be.
It can be implemented. It can be implemented
Immediately, yeah, and the
have the state do it. Like the
Well-
local municipality can go ahead and begin enacting it that way,
and
then we can let the states catch
But here's the problems we're going to have, even when they do it, is that where I could spend $8,000 applying for the license of a bar, I'm going to spend $80,000 applying for a license for a cannabis consumption. That is the hypocrisy. That's the abuse that I'm seeing there.
Oh, there needs to be an equal
dispensary
amount,
owners
yeah.
have to go through.
Equivalent amounts.
What dispensary owners have to go through in order to operate. It's over regulation. I can go at midnight to Walgreens and get Vicodin prescription if I have one available to me, but I can't go past 7 p.m. to
For
a
pot.
dispensary.
But you should at least be able to go till the bars close at midnight, and then you should be able to go to a recreational weed bar till 2 a.m. That
Right.
would be
Oh, I think we do.
Right. Well, and we enjoy right now with the state of Amendment 64, we get actually enjoy a few more freedom. I can be open 24 hours a day if I want over at Speakeasy, but and I can allow a few things, and those will be
Can I use the
adjusted
graveyard?
when regulation comes. But when we do have these things, we'll be able to operate in a manner that I think the public will find respectable. They'll be able to see the correlation there. They'll understand its safety. I'm next door to a bar, and I could. Yeah, I mean, I'm next door to a bar, and the bar owner.
Hindsight is 2020.
Yeah.
They'll eventually realize, all the municipalities will, that they'd rather have multiple bars and alcohol.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and to me, I've been open to over 2 years. I'm right next door to a bar. The bar owner herself has stated at times that, I mean, what we deal with is a tenth of what they deal with. You know, I'm not having people fighting. You know,
Juan Pablo Escobar's not shooting
when
anybody.
people don't agree with each other, usually one of them leaves because they just don't want to be in the same, you know. But I don't deal with the headaches that they deal with.
You blew up my buzz, bro. Now.
But operating in the same model that they do without regulation, you know, I make far less money. You know what I mean? But that's the whole thing too that people don't realize is that when regulation comes and there's uniformity, all people have to operate the same. There'll be different levels of success based on your efforts and based on how well you did, you know, your
Generating that customer base.
yeah, your model. Yeah, like
Enterprise open business model. Because after you got business and do it well, then you get
yeah, exactly. And when you know you have different levels and you'll have different levels of club, you know, you'll have your more refined and your more relaxed and stuff like that. And so it will be a matter of where you're most comfortable, you know, and stuff. But yeah, I think that's when the money will come because it's going to sit there and say, this is how all people have to operate. It's a matter of how well you do after that, you know.
It's on you. I have a question for you. So with El Paso County, man, they've kind of crapped on us here in the county for the legal, as I call it, you know, the legal dispensaries. My question is how long do we get the legal weed here in the Springs? And if we do, is there a difference? Is there really a difference in the pot you get from the legal dispensary versus the medical dispensary? And if not, why the medical dispensaries anymore?
well, there's a couple of reasons. It's protected in the constitutional amendment in 2020. So medical is an amendment. It's a constitutional right in the state of Colorado. Same with Amendment 60.
90 seconds.
So for that particular reason, the model won't change. You know, what I find really interesting is the fact that Colorado Springs doesn't have recreational dispensaries, as you call it. Yet you guys have like open markets or something like this that is tolerated up there.
Well,
So in Denver, you know, you have recreational dispensaries in almost every corner, and you can't open a weed bar to make your life.
well, and I think that's the reason why, though. I think the two tell each other.
60.
Really? Right
I got
now?
door hammering right next door.
Really?
I think that's one of the things that it kind of self-explains, because if we had the industry here, I don't think that there would be an outcry among that licensed community that it's unfair and that we shouldn't exist out here. And I think that right now they allow us to operate as a necessity. Quite honestly, we fulfill a need in the community, to be honest with you. We really do. Because these people would be getting together in parking lots or houses or anything. You know what I mean? And 100 people at a residence is a lot different than 100 people at a club. You know.
Hey, well, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, guys. When we get back, we're going to have Jetter wrap up his segment, and then we win some Bongathong and some rec tickets. K-High, the Doc, and J-Man. He's talking. So he's come over here.
He's got a whole bunch of people over there right now.
Where's he at?
Hey, where's Norm at right now, Jetter?
There you go. Sorry. Jetter.
He's not. No, he's not.
No, when he comes back, I'm gonna find out if he wants to give away. Let's set of tickets to the Bongathong, and I got two. I'll match him. You know, I'll match him 2 tickets. Dude, I want this hat. I like the Wellness Center, the JP.
Dude, you
Wellness.
could give away one, man, because they're $80 tickets, bro.
Oh,
You can give
Bongathongs
away,
are 80
yeah,
bucks.
you can give away a one a day for the next couple of days or something. You know what I mean?
That's
Those
that's-
ones are 30.
That's what I thought. These will probably go together anyway.
Those are US Expo. Yeah, we give away. I got a whole bunch of those on me right now.
Do you?
Just gave me like 30.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well, I need one extra one for a date. I don't have a real date, but it'll be one of my homeboys, because when you go to that stuff, yeah, we need to put it like up there by the weekend stuff. Let me see if I can get us some tape. Hey, Jetter, don't go anywhere. We're going to wrap up the next segment with you. And then do you want to give away a Bongathong ticket or two?
Yeah, okay, we can go with for tickets.
Okay, if you want, just give them to Jamin, and Jamin will get them to me. Anything you want, anytime you want to give something away on the show, just have him give it to Jamin. He'll get them to me. And I'll match yours, and we're going to give those same Bongathong people we're gonna make it a good pack. We're gonna give them a pair of Bongathon tickets and a pair of the Cannabis Expo tickets together, so they'll get to go to both events. We'll sit there and we'll promo that. Now the catch is I can't take phone calls until after you're gone, so we're gonna keep you through the next segment, which is till 40, and then from 40 to 42 is a commercial break, and then from 42 to 42 to 50, was that 56? Yeah, 42 to 56 after the hour, we'll just open up the lines for callers.
Are you, who am I talking to, Bubba?
No, this is the
No,
doc.
this is Trey.
I'm Mr. Trey, the doc.
Yeah.
AKA the doc. I'm not really a doctor. I'm like this is something Diablo made up, not Chris Walderone, but the other Diablo.
No way.
Do we sound that much alike? Because we were very different in stature, you and I. We both sound like white guys.
No, I think he was just trying to, I don't think he was confusing us. I think he was just trying to clarify who you were.
No, it's me.
He wasn't recognizing the voice. All right.
Oh, I got
Hey,
jokes.
where's
man.
Norm
Just
at
got a
today,
little-
man?
What?
Oh, man.
I know Norm.
We'll
I
throw
know
that
Norm.
crap on speakerphone, man.
Yeah, put us on speak. Yeah, let Norm rant.
Yeah, I know. He's probably chomping at the bit hearing me. Well, he's like,
Okay, listen. Here's
I got some.
your job. You and him are gonna
Tell
bring
Jay.
it back in. I'm gonna grab some more.
All right, man.
You're on your own, kiddo. Used to be a radio.
Salon Paws Jet Spray and spray your pain away. Salon Paws Jet Spray is a
How much time we have?
flavor with 2 pain fighters that spray on clear, dry fast, and last hours and hours. Look for the blue bottle with the blue cap. Salon Paws, powerful relief when and where you need it. Available at Walmart. How much weed talk could we talk if we talk weed talk good? Find out on K-High, the Weed Talk Station.
All right, welcome back to K High. This is Jamin with your man, Dr. Trey here. We're talking to Jetter, talking to Norm Hartman. You got Norm with you there, right, Jetter?
Yeah, I got
All right, cool. Cool. Oh, no worries. We'll keep going with you here, Jetter, for a moment, and then we'll get some words from Norman. All right, so we were talking Bongathon. We were talking
Whoa.
legalization.
Legal.
The differences where we left off was the differences between Denver and the Springs, and I think where the difference lies is that because we aren't allowed the recreational industry here locally, they've had tolerance for the clubs. Where
can I
in
throw a
Denver
side note, too?
they've been very unfriendly to the clubs, but there's a recreational dispensary.
Pueblo, same thing. Pueblo, same thing. They have the legal, but they have not been, other than Cloud9 Hookah, they have not really been friendly to the legal. And even Cloud9's kind of a little iffy on whether they can smoke there anymore.
No, I consider myself a little bit of an oddity because of my long-term in the medical side and my connections to the medical side. I have several
The
medical.
politicians like you.
I have
too.
several medical sponsors at my club, and we promote medical, and they've come to understand that because we're very much about medical, and we continue to promote it because it is a necessity for some people. For some people, it's fun. For some people, it's a necessity, and we need to remember that. The science needs to be still evaluated. We don't need to just, I don't want it to go the way of alcohol. There's more study that needs to be given there when it comes to the benefits of cannabis.
Right.
So, and they've been able to recognize that. But for the most part, in its entirety, the local medical industry is not thrilled with the recreational clubs either. And you got to think about that compiled with the licensed recreational. If both industries were here in town, I think there would be a lot more cry that we should not be permitted.
Well, and I think that's part of the problem. I mean, you're basically pitting advocates against each other. Look, I'm a badge licensed holder. I have a badge deal with the MEP. When I open the club, where they come out selected. We're not bound by those. So we got to buy Denver.
Right. And I know for a fact and a surety that they've come through our place as well. Like I said, I think that they allow a little more tolerance to it because they recognize that there is a need for it. But when we're not in stark competition with licensed industry locally, then they've allowed it to continue.
The
But
thing is like even let's talk about a license for
No.
No. Or even for that matter, the microbrewery that operates as a restaurant, they're not concerning themselves with those lots of
Phantom
sales
Canyon.
either, you know.
I think it's back to free enterprise, and that's really what it should be all about. It shouldn't be about who's got a star on the
Right. But then again, though, the guy brewing in his basement isn't necessarily permitted to retail it. But when you talk about a microbrewery versus Coors manufacturing, there's licenses for both those. You know, so yeah, I fully agree. But I think that that's been the main difference between Denver, and I think that's why you guys have had such a hard time. And it's unfortunate because that's one of the models. Like again, what we talked about, it not correlating with alcohol. That's one of the alcohol models that is missing. Consumption, entertainment, live music venues.
You
Yeah.
can't give like the most highly taxed commodity in the nation, possibly the world, and then not give anybody a place to consume it at. I mean, at the very least,
Well, and
Jamin, that's the tax money that they've got. They should be building state-sponsored bars and something else.
absolutely.
Mm.
Well, and you said the keyword taxes. This is one of the reasons Amendment 64 passed, and the reason why they used the slogan and then went with because it's all money. The state said medical marijuana is going fabulously. We're retaining a lot of money. How?
Going back to the slogan, it's not a slogan. I mean, you know, a slogan is not what you vote for as far as policy. If you read the policy and what they told you they were going to regulate it like, alcohol, that's the legislative job. What I should do is I think I should let you guys talk more about that, and then he can really give you some insight on how he votes.
Where's Norm? Norm, what's up, Norm?
What's good, Norm, bud?
Welcome to K-High, bro.
Hanging out right now. What are you guys up to?
Okay, talking bongathon,
we're waiting for
talking
weed to get
legalization.
Our answers are completely opposite. He's like, we're talking about the serious shit, and the doc's over here like, no, we're waiting for weed to get delivered.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot I was supposed to do that.
Oh, you were supposed to get, dude, we're off the air in like 30 minutes.
Here's how I feel about the whole voting thing. They simply could have put a third option there because when I went in the booth to vote,
Uh-huh.
there was two options: regulate it like alcohol,
Yep.
or do not allow it.
There wasn't a third option. Like, we're going to regulate it entirely different than alcohol, but we want to know if you're okay with that.
Right? They could have put on there, let's regulate it like medical marijuana because that's really what they've done.
Right. Well, and that's the whole thing. When I say slogan, allow me to clarify. Why I say that though is right from the gate. If you looked at some of the finer details of what was written, it was apparent from the beginning that it wasn't regulated like alcohol. But they kept using that sentence in order to get voters to agree to it. And
I call it a sales pitch.
yeah, exactly. And that's why I say
To get me to vote on that.
Used car sales.
My
Right.
vote was robbed.
you know.
The way I feel about that is in Colorado and Pueblo, they had two Democratic government officials down there recalled because they didn't feel that the way the people voted on those gun laws was right.
Mhm.
So they changed some stuff around. Those people lost their jobs, dude. I mean,
No,
all it takes
we've done that here.
is sign that petition to get people recalled, and it can happen.
We've done that here locally because of gun rights on a couple of occasions. So I understand exactly what you mean. But yeah, and that's why I use the term slogan is because to me, it reminds me in part, like if you've ever watched Tommy Boy where Dan Aykroyd goes, because I care about the American people because that's, because that's who I am and that's who I care about. And then he laughs and stuff. If you read the plan, they had mentioned an ounce limit from the beginning. They had mentioned, several things that were in stark contrast to the regulation of alcohol. So that's why I use the term slogan because it was more. They said that sentence more than anything else in order to get because when you sat there and said, "Hey, we could do this just like alcohol," everyone said that makes perfect sense. And then they didn't do that. They didn't come close to it. And they never did. And from what I can see, never intended to. We intended for them to do it. We bought the sales pitch, as you said. So
Right.
yeah.
And here's the other thing you guys were talking about. If I just move, or if I'm on vacation and I'm traveling, say, from Tennessee or Virginia or Kentucky, anywhere over there, I've been invited by the state of Colorado to come here and buy marijuana legally.
Mhm.
And I go into this store, I buy some weed, and I tell dude, well, I want to buy some hash, and he tells me, well, you can buy a gram or a half a gram, but that's as far as it'll get broke down. Okay, so once I buy this, I have no place to go. So me as a consumer, I don't feel, I told the guys the other day, if somebody doesn't smoke hash and they've never done it, you could take a gram of hash and you could literally get 100 dabs out of that for somebody that does not smoke it.
Mhm.
You could
Absolutely.
literally get 100 dabs.
No, absolutely. You're right.
So why would you force somebody to buy a full gram of hash when they can go into a liquor store? You don't force them to buy a handle. I can buy a shooter just to try its flavor.
Well, and to the Texan who smokes a joint a day for the last 20 years, though, that gram of hash, like you said, is almost a week's worth. What if he's only here for a couple of days? It's highly portable. It's easily packaged and stuff. You're giving them the temptation to transport it out of state. You're
right now. Here's the difference. Here's something else. They go in that store and they don't have anybody really educating, because we all know that those bud tenders, they might act like they know what they're talking about. They're not very educational on how to do a dab.
No.
But those people are coming here. I want to try a dab, man. So I want to go to a bar and be like, yo, can I try a dab? Yeah, dude, here's all you need. You've never done it. Enjoy this, hang out for a while. Instead, they're forcing this guy from Tennessee to go into a store, buy some hash. He goes to the park because he has no place to smoke, so he's sitting in his car hiding, smoking this weed. And
Looking like a crackhead.
Right.
All of a sudden, he's overserved himself on this BHO, and he's in his car. He gets spun out. He pukes on himself. He passes out.
Mhm.
Some kid sees him sitting in the car. Really? Now he's got charges. The state of Colorado has invited him here to get high.
Right.
And they're
Well,
not letting them.
And you reverse that. You go to the alcohol side. Now, the bartender that served that same gentleman would have been trained in what's called tips. Would have known.
Tips classes.
Yeah, tips classes would have known to recognize the signs of someone. And again, too, with cannabis and with some of the newer forms of consumption. A guy, and I have it all the time at my club, a guy will walk in and say, I've been smoking for 40 years. Well, what he means, though, is a joint after dinner and a joint in the morning of swag in Texas for the last 40 years or something. and stuff. Well, on his first dab, that means literally nothing. You know what I mean? That is not a tolerance of any kind when it comes to your first dab. So if I then go and give him a quarter gram dab or worm, a nice long worm out for him and cap that, and then and quite often with the new people, they often hold it a really long time, like they just took a hit off a joint and stuff.
They don't realize just blow that shit
This is,
out.
and stuff. And this is what needs to be addressed. There needs to be training in place, and all that. That's correlates with alcohol. That's true alcohol model. And
Now, one of the biggest arguments whenever Jetter starts telling them all these things, even lawyers that are on our side will, well, the difference is alcohol is legal. And I'm like, well, wait a second. Alcohol might be legal, but when I was 16, my grandfather would drive from Tennessee to Texas to buy Coors Light because he could not buy it in Tennessee. And it was 100% illegal to take that beer from Texas to Tennessee by law.
Mhm.
So now to this day, do you think, Jamin, that you could go into the store and buy a case of whiskey, put in your trunk, and drive to Utah with it and get pulled over? No, you cannot. It is illegal because of the tax laws.
right,
So that they try to use that as an argument and say, well, there's difference because alcohol is legal. It doesn't matter. It's still not being tracked from seed to sale, as far as the hops being grown, because that whiskey can be taken out of the state
right.
just as
Right.
easily, and it's illegal to do that.
Well, and to say legal and regulated or commercialized is two different things. I mean, it's not alcohol. Alcohol is not any more legal than the plant is right now, in my opinion, because if it was, like, anyone could grow the plant in their backyard garden, anyone who wished, without any problems at all of any kind, their whole backyard if they wanted, their whole front yard if they wanted to. That's true legalization. Alcohol as well. Anyone could produce it, give it to anyone else, sell it to anyone else, or whatever. But it's that. But what we did was, and Jetter was absolutely right, we duplicated the medical marijuana. And I think the reason why is, and the reason we don't have the clubs as a viable model right now, is because they didn't see any money in it. But I think that's one of the things they're doing with the Springs. It's one of the things they're doing with some of the places there in the Denver area. Is they're standing back and they're going, okay, is there a possibility for money in this? And if you look at alcohol, yeah, there is. Of course, there is. You know.
Yeah, there's 3 liquor stores or bars on every dang corner.
Right. So, and the thing is recreational marijuana was allowed to go through and was pushed even in part by the state because it was more money. They when it was medical, they retained a lot of state money, generated a lot of state money. But how did they get out of state money? How did they bring in new money? And you know, there was a public census there. They saw that the surrounding states were, and it's not a coincidence that the surrounding states are saying, "Hey, man, we would pay twice that much for the same abilities you guys have within your state." And so we said, "Okay, come in and pay us twice as much," and that's what we did. You know, so I think that once they realized that just like they can make money off Applebee's, just like they can make money off your local bar. That they can make money off of the clubs and stuff, then that's what they'll do. They'll apply regulation and licensing for that. So.
Right. Well, you know, you've got this new hotel that they're saying, oh, well, you can't smoke in the rooms, but we will allow you to smoke on the balcony. They can allow them to do all they want, but that's still illegal.
Yeah, it's public.
That's outside of the public.
Yeah, the hotel got it backwards. This reminds me of a couple of years back when the airport sat there and said, "Okay, well, you can go from Colorado to Washington and take your meds." And the FC, you know,
Can't do that on a plane.
Yeah, they came back and said, "No."
The TSA will bust your ass.
You know, and that was just the airline company going, "Well, hey, you know, if you can buy it in Colorado and you can buy it in Washington, then we don't care if you transport it between the two." The federal government said, "We do."
And they said,
for
what
us.
about detours and shit like that? I mean, what if I decide to take your ass to San Francisco or somewhere else where that's not legit? Then fuck you, you're going to jail.
So, hey, Norm, man, talk about Bongathon for a minute there.
We're gonna give away some tickets. Oh yeah, prize package here, boy.
What's the website again? Bongathon.com, right? BONG dash A dash.
And I'm tagging the shit out of
And
this.
don't
on
do like
Facebook,
I
too.
did and look up Bongathon. It's not Bongathon. It's Bongathon.
Yeah, if you put a G on there, you're gonna see
You're
a
gonna get a whole
G-string.
a whole different site. Equally cool. Right.
It will be equally cool
It
though.
will be equally cool, but it will hit the wrong site. So go to Bongathon, make sure you grab your tickets. Trust me, you're going to want to be there. I've been there the last couple of years. One of the most amazing events I've ever been
Can I
able
meet
to
you at the
participate
speakeasy?
in.
I want to ride with you.
Absolutely.
I want to ride with Jamin. I want to ride with Jamin.
So what do you guys got lined up for this year? You got the thing people don't understand is this huge competition, but it's also music and stuff too.
Festival. It's a festival.
You know, well, it's really not a festival so much. It really is about that one competition. That whole party is really just circled around that single competition.
And it's insane. Yeah.
So, you know, that's what all the build-up is about, to see who can smoke that 7 grams.
Dang, 7 grams. That's a lot of weed. We'll be back after the break. K-High. Norm, we love you. Sometimes I have to drop them because they don't stop. I'm like, where's the guitar? I
I don't know if you could hear the count like we could.
No, they can't. They can't. Yeah, they can't hear the boys back in Chicago. Okay, so when we come back, we got to solicit people to actually call in and win tickets. Let me edit this and put the phone number because I'm an idiot. Hey, how come I can't edit it? I want to edit it. Fuck it. Sure. Yeah, let's do. You know what? I got an idea. Let's just do it for me. If I do it for me, it's just going to be good. Because unfortunately, I seem to get people who want to be my friend, but they don't go to my page, and I'm like, I hate you. God damn it, go to the page. All right, so 719 591 719 591. Oh yeah, 5874. We'll put Kush first.
58.
I tweet that or whatever, or text it.
I'm able to get Twitter account to come up on this new phone.
Really? What kind of phone is
Yeah,
it?
every time I say I try to log in, it tells me the password isn't right, but I've looked it up.
Try logging in with your @ instead of your email. You know what I mean? That'll work sometimes. Oh, I need me a coffee, man. Was it 5874? 591 5874?
I can't hear it. Hey, I can barely hear this guy. Hey, bud, how long did you say we had? Say it again.
Refestibility, $220, dude. That's how much. If they're $80 a piece, right? The Bonafide tickets, or are they 40?
We got 50 seconds.
Are the Bonafide tickets 80 a piece?
They're 80 a piece.
And then 60 piece, that's 100. That's $220 right there. We are giving away $220 for the tickets today. I like it.
I can barely hear in this.
Which one are you on? You're on 2, 3, 2, 2, 2. That?
Yeah. For some reason, I can barely hear them ever since she dropped Jenner.
Oh, we got a caller. Caller, yes. Hello, caller.
Caller, are you there? This is Jay and Dr. Trey. Jay, hi, are you there?
Oh, you want to win those tickets? I'll tell you what. Keep trying
Let's cut that back.
as we're coming back in. Hold on just a second, okay? Stay with me. 13 caller.
Turn on the background music.
Oh, yeah, we're back, though. We're back. The boys in Chicago. Thank you. So, no, you haven't won. Okay, so who are we talking to first?
Caller, are you there? What's your name?
Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole. How you doing? Are you local to Colorado?
Oh, snap. Okay, so here's the deal. We are taking the 13th caller, the one being for Jamin, the first one to ever have a speakeasy for weed, and the 3 for the doc, Mr. Trey. So you are one of those callers, but you're not the
caller
13th.
number
So
one.
but we want you to keep trying back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the thing, though. I'm going to give you.
No, you're gonna keep talking.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give her a pass to speakeasy since she was the first caller and we confused her. But we're looking for the 13th caller for those Bongathon tickets.
$220 between the Bongathon tickets and the Colorado Cannabis Expo tickets. You're
US
talking about
Expo.
$80 a ticket for Bongathon. There's 2 of those, and $30 a ticket for the Expo, for the U.S. Cannabis Expo here in Colorado Springs. If you're in Denver, Pueblo, or the Springs, you should be calling 591-KUSH, 719-591-5874. Blow up the phone lines. I don't care if Nicole calls back again and again and again until she's the 13th caller. But the 13th caller is going to get this going. And I'm telling you right now, we've got roughly about 10 minutes until we go to commercial break. Oh, here's another one. All right, caller. Who are we talking to? Okay, Nicole. Nicole, you only have to keep trying for 11 more times. All right.
All right. Poor Nicole. All right, Nicole.
Nicole's gonna hate us.
Calling
I
us
hate
back.
that
All right.
guy.
I'm determined to have you win.
And you know, I'm going to tell you now, if she calls back 4 times in a row without anybody else sneaking in, I'm just going to give them to her. If you can make it 4 times through that phone line, we have 1 line. That's it.
I'm announcing right now that we got Bongathon tickets.
I have announced this all over the internet. Call now, 719-591-KUSH. You can call from anywhere in the globe. However, you got to buy your own plane tickets. Just saying. Oh, here we go again. If it's Nicole. Caller, who is it?
Hey, Doc, it's Rev.
Oh, it's the Rev, my man, the Rev. All right, hold on, Rev. You are caller number 3. So,
I just wanted to play the callers, man. So 13, because that's my number 2, brother.
here we
Yeah,
go.
Rev.
All right, so that's the 3. So we still got 10 more to go.
All right, you're on the air, caller.
No. I heard the beep though, didn't you?
I heard it.
I,
sure.
I thought we only had one line. Did we get finally a second line? I will jump them and hold them. And here's caller. You're on the air with the Doc and Jamin. Oh no, what did I do?
Oh, dial tone.
All right, whoever that was, we're gonna count that.
That was 4 by my count.
We can't get rid of it now. Drop. There we go. Okay, go ahead and try it now, guys. I know that was probably busy because of me. Hey, that's 4 if you ask me. Oh, there's 5. You're on the air with the Doc. Who's this?
Nicole.
All right, Nicole, number 5.
You're
Keep
number
trying.
5. All right.
Oh, here we go. You're number 6. Just hang up. Whoever that was is gonna hate
You
me.
gotta say hi to him.
I will watch.
Someone call in and say hi to me. So I'll say hi to you.
We're halfway there.
I won't just.
The Doc's a dick, apparently. Hey, okay. They hung up before I could
DJ
hit.
Dial
That
Tone
counts.
keeps calling in.
Hey, that counts. They hung up before I could hit answer. You're on the air with the Doc. Who's this? It's Nicole.
Nicole, I'm
All right.
guessing.
I can tell you guys that that's number 8. Let's see if we can get number 9 in here. Who's this? Is this still Nicole?
Are you there? No, it's still beeping.
Hello?
Who are we speaking with?
Are we speaking with anyone? Hello? Flash. Hello?
Hi.
Oh my! Who's this?
Good. Who are we talking with?
This is Amanda.
Amanda.
Hi, Damon. How are you?
Good. I know you.
Hold on.
I'm really friends with every single one of you guys on Facebook.
Oh.
Amanda, I would tell you what, try again. You're caller number 9. I got to flash to the next line real quick. Hello? No, but
No,
it's Nicole.
10.
You're 10, Nicole. You are right there.
All right.
We're close to giving these tickets away.
I feel it's
$220.
between
Oh, that's the flash button. Gotta go.
Amanda and Nicole. Come on.
All right, who's calling?
Who would
Amanda again,
number 11?
Number 11.
All right.
Who's this?
Who are we speaking with? Hello?
Who's this?
It's number 12.
It's number 12.
Call right back.
Okay, we've cleared the lines. The next caller, $220 in tickets between the Bongathon and the U.S. Cannabis Expo in Colorado Springs. So don't tell them.
We're looking at the board.
Now no one's calling. Oh, here we go. This is gonna be the winner right here.
Hello?
Caller number 13. Hey, who is this? All right.
Good for you, Nicole. Good for you, Nicole. Amanda, give us a call back during the break coming up, and I got something for you, Amanda.
Okay, so here's how this works, Nicole. Nicole, what's your last name? Well, hold on. You know what? Don't say that yet. I want you to stay with us until after the break. We're gonna flash over to the other line. Do not go anywhere, okay?
Hello,
Hello? Hold on. Is this Nicole?
you're on K-High.
Okay, hang on, Nicole. Don't go nowhere.
All right.
Hello?
Who are we with?
Who's this?
Amanda, how are you doing?
We wanted to talk to you for a second.
Amanda, go ahead.
Nicole, don't hang up.
It was amazing, huh? It was amazing. You're trying to win those tickets? We know we got more to give away this week. We're giving some more away on Thursday. Yeah, we're giving away some more away on Thursday. I got them at Speakeasy too. I'm going to be giving them away at Speakeasy as well. Come and see us at Speakeasy Vape Lounge.
Oh, yeah.
On Bijou. I have, right? You probably, yeah. You said it. You said it.
Just
Pretty
show
much
up
how
to
everyone
freaking-
else says it. You invite me.
Just show up to freaking karaoke tonight. The Doc's coming to karaoke tonight. You
Kara
should come.
Smoky.
Kara
If you
Smoky
don't know,
is
we
so
have
fun.
the kindest karaoke in town.
Nicole, do
Kara
not hang
Smoky.
up.
Yeah. So if you can make it out tonight to Kara Smoky, I got some stuff for you. Come and see me, okay?
Thanks for playing. Hey, the Rev Green.
Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate it.
Hey, the Rev Green, you need to make an appearance on my show tomorrow. So I want you to call back in when you get a chance. 1, 2, the Rev Green needs to make an appearance at Kara Smoky. I just hear that Randy Travis coming out again. All right, I'm gonna get back over here. To Nicole for a second.
I hope so, Amanda.
You make an
Please
appearance and you come
Just
find
come
me.
out and see me. You ask for me at the door, okay?
I know I sound like a sexy
All right.
Caucasian quarterback, but I'm actually a short Puerto Rican. Come find me. Nicole? Woo, we didn't lose Nicole. We actually did not lose Nicole. I'm finally figuring out how to use the phone line.
Nice.
It's only been 2 weeks.
All right, Nicole, we're gonna.
I want you to hang around until after the show, Nicole, and then that way we can go ahead and pull your other information. Your tickets are actually, just so you know, a heads up, your tickets are going to be over with Jamin, and we're going to check this other line before we go to break, but your tickets will be with Jamin at the Speakeasy for both. I've already given him my half of this deal. Hang on just a second, though. Stay on the line. I'm going to check the other line. You're okay with the doc. Who's this?
This is Amy.
Amy.
Hey.
Wait, is this Amy as in Amy Jamin's Amy?
Yes.
Oh, hi. How you doing, girl?
Oh,
How you been?
I
Hold
gotta
on,
go.
let me talk to her. How are you? Jamin's not here right now.
I gotta-
I made up Jamin. Jamin's not here right now.
She hates her phone. She called just to say she hates her phone. She tells me twice a day.
You need a new phone, then. You need a Galaxy.
I love you, babe.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
That almost gives me hope for humanity right there.
Right.
Nicole, are you with us still? Oh, yeah. We had Jamin had to get yelled at by his wife.
Nicole, during break, we're gonna take down your address and all, or take down your name and
Phone
stuff, so
number,
we'll have
last
all
name
that
on it.
for you. Okay.
You know, your blood type. Are you married or single? Because the doc's single. You know, stuff like that. Yeah, just hang out with us till the end.
No, just
You can talk to us. You're on air
I
live
like
right
how
now.
she said it though. I
I have
listen
to.
You
You guys suck. I only listen to this to get these damn tickets. You guys actually
How
suck.
do you think we get the ratings? We keep people prisoner on our airways.
Yeah,
you say.
we keep you prisoner on the phone, so you have to listen to us, because then you get obsessed with hearing yourself.
You will not get your promised bumper sticker unless you listen for the whole show.
Your bumpers.
Have you been on the show, Nicole?
Is this Nicole from High Country? Or New Horizons? Oh my God, dude, she has been. She was on my Wake and Bake show
Yeah.
back when we very first. When are you going to come on this show? Bring me some weed and come on this show tomorrow.
I love your guys' facility. You guys are real nice, tucked away over there. Are you
Way out there, Powers. They have. It's not that far though. People think it's far, but it's not that far. It's like Mark Shuffle or something. I
Yeah,
need to
but
come
what's
see
great
you
about
guys.
it is it's
I need weed.
easily, I mean, easily accessible, but kind of off the beaten path. You know, a little more private. I dig it,
I feel like we got hornswoggled by somebody from the industry for these tickets.
right? She just exactly.
Oh no, you're gonna be Jamin and my special guest.
You
He
have
has
to go.
let you
You
on.
have to go represent New Horizons at Bongathon, right?
Yeah, you do.
And the U.S. Cannabis Expo. Hey, so what do you guys got going on at New Horizons?
Yeah, give us
Any
a
new
weed. Give us a KI
strains?
special today. Give us a KI special.
Yeah. What do you got? They
Oh.
mentioned K-High, right? Mention K-High and get $15 eights.
I am gonna tag you and plug you right now on the Facebook page and all that good jazz on my
Only
own
at New
page.
Horizons. Give us the
Only
address.
at New Horizons. Give us the address.
1460 Woolsey Heights.
Ooh, that one's. You know, I'm gonna tag you on Facebook.
1416 Woosley Heights. All right, go
That's
see him at
pretty
New
good.
Horizons. Mention K-High
And get a
and
$15 aid.
K-High for only $15.
Hey, if me and Jamin come over there right now after the show, can we get high? Okay, then where are you so we can get high? She's like, I'm at the studio. I'm right outside the window. Look out. Just look out.
I got my homie Roger supposed to be on the way. Roger, if you're listening, bro, I'm waiting with anticipation.
Yeah, Roger, where's our weed? Damn it. You know, don't tell me he's not like Roger from like, from Family Guy or whatever. Yeah, you know, it's not Family Guy.
No,
it's,
Roger is a whole different beast, man.
American Dad. Yeah.
Yeah, this Roger's a whole different beast.
As long as he didn't try to put his finger anywhere on me.
No,
All I know is Stan and Roger
This
became
guy-
really
this
close
guy-
friends after a finger.
This guy rolls joints, wraps them in slabs of wax, and then rolls that in keef. It's crazy stuff.
But hold on, say that again.
Yes, Roger. Roger, you know what I'm talking about. Bring one so my homie
Roger,
He
this
takes-
is serious shit,
he
bro.
takes a joint, rolls it in keef.
That is awesome.
Yes.
You've been on with K-High, the Doc, and Jamin. Check us out again on Thursday from noon to 1. Bada bing, bada boom. We're out of this. High noon's over. You got what's coming up next? Oh, yeah. Let's hash it out. It'll be up at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock.
Suck a
Three.
fish.
Suck a fish. Speak easy. All right, Nicole. So we know who you are. So we don't even, you know, she's been over there. Hey, anyway, Nicole, we know who you are. So don't worry about that. Jamin knows who you are. She's the one who came with us when we did Let's Be Honest's dab hit at Cheers
Yeah,
Fun.
no worries.
The little cute
We'll get-
one
we'll get
with
her
the red
taken
hair, I
care
think.
of,
Are you still
yeah.
red hair? Because you women change that shit a lot. Are you still strawberry blonde? Because you guys change shit a lot. She's purple. She's purple stuff, bruh.
I smoke purple.
Hey, listen, come by the Cara Smoky tonight. We'll say what's up to you. I'll be there. Bring one of those Ace so we can pretty much throw it in everybody's face. The Speakeasy.
The good one.
Remember the one that we
Speakeasy
did?
Lake
That we did. Let's be honest. Is Dab hit at? That one. Yeah. I already gave him your tickets to the U.S. Cannabis Cup, and he's got the Bongathon tickets, I guess. So yeah, you're good. And then you're gonna be our special guest for Bongathon.
I always ask
for Jamin. Ask for the boss.
Always ask for Jay.
If he's not, first off, text me. You got my number. Text me when you're on your way, so I know to be there.
If I'm not going to be there, I'll make sure that it's put aside for you, and they'll know all about it.
And I'll be there just to goof off.
Are you guys switching out with Hash It Out?
No, Hash It Out doesn't come until let's see, this is 1 to 2, 2 to 3. She's 2 to 3 now. Until tomorrow, and then tomorrow she comes right after.
What comes on right now?
I think they re-air Kevin Gassman's show.
It's 2 to 3 right now, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Hash It Out starts at 3, I believe.
Right.
No. I don't know. I don't know.
Starts in 3 minutes. I don't even see the guys.
Let me go see because I haven't even seen her come in yet.
Welcome to Hash It
All right,
Out.
Nicole.
with
Well, I'm
Jamin
gonna
and
let you go,
Alicia.
Nicole. Welcome to Hash It Out with Jamin and Alicia. Anyway, but I will see you tonight, Mama.
We'll talk to you later.
Yeah,
bye,
just hit me
Nicole.
up whenever you're on your way, and I'll head up there too. All right. She's fucking hot, dude. Oh, here, no, still there. So, did you get the email about the shows? Okay, so we're gonna overlap each other. Basically, your show, do your thing. I'm gonna run your soundboard for you until so I get you used to it. Okay, and then that way it'll help you. And I mean, kind of threw the whole book at you yesterday. Like, here, run the fucking board. Here, run the show. And you were ready. Let's get you mic'd into Chicago. Chicago. We have Hash It Out in this. Oh, Chicago, we have Hash It Out in the studio. She needs to do a mic check real quick on mic 3. Okay. Go ahead, count up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, you can come down on your levels a little bit.
Try now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, excellent.
All right.
All right, so we're carrying over from us to her show with Jamin Johnson, me and her.
Oh, I can.
No, you're staying. You're stuck there until that weed gets here.
Hey, I'll
He's
see
talking
where
about
Roger's
joints
at.
rolled in Keith.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't. It's
Okay,
going
he's on
down.
his way.
Oh, Roger's.
Roger?
Yeah, so Roger's on his way.
Yeah,
So our first break, once Roger gets here, we are so gonna get smoked, and then you're gonna come back
I have
and
dabs, I just don't have my pen
we'll
stand.
dab when you're done. Of course, I'm with you for your whole show. I'm your engineer, basically. But of course, like if we don't have a guest or content or anything, I'll help you generate content. I'll help you bring up stories. You'll be like, call me like your stat man or whatever. It's the doc tray with the the fact checks and stuff. I'll pull up facts and we'll just talk about. Like I told you, do you listen to my show?
I listen to everybody's show.
Okay, so if you listen to my show, you see I kind of just pull shit out of my ass and wing it until somebody comes in.
Hey everybody, you're listening to Let's Hash It Out. I am Mile High Moth. You're listening to K-High, letstalkpot.com. Getting started at the first half of the second hour here.
Yeah. She got herself a sound engineer. I ain't gonna say who that is. And we, of course, Jamin and I are kind of hanging out in the studio with the Ma.
We're just waiting for our weed to show up.
Pretty much, we are
Helping the homegirl out.
real potheads. We're just waiting for. Does Roger drive a blue car?
He does.
Roger just drove by.
Roger just drove.
Roger's here. Roger, if you're listening, we love you, bro. We got a break here in about 20 minutes. We're gonna come get high with you, bro. Okay, hi. Jamin's mic's not up. 1, 2, 2. Says it's on. You're right. I don't hear you. Try now.
Yeah, I can hear myself.
Okay, well, that was weird. Yeah, he wasn't there for a second. Okay, so my high Ma in the house. Go ahead, girl. Do your thing.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get all my stuff set up here. I'm
Actually,
got a little bit here behind because my dog got out of my house when I'm leaving, so I had to chase her around the block.
Oh man.
And then my car decided not to come down here, so a little bit frazzled, but trying to get everything together. I'm excited that you guys are here. Excited to talk about everything going on today.
I just gave you just those two. Okay. Yeah.
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. It looks like
I'm
as
all
I
right.
walked
We're over
in
here plotting against you, just so you know.
Well, what's new, right? Anyways, so it looks like Jimmy was handing me some of his free guest passes for the speakeasy.
Oh yeah, that's for you for whenever.
Okay,
You
cool.
can give those to whoever you want, whenever you want.
All right, cool.
Or
I got
use
a
them.
couple contests
Or
and
just
some
be like
games
me
I'm
and
gonna
walk
start
in
doing.
like you're running and then get chewed out by everybody. No, I'm just kidding.
Who, you?
No, I don't get chewed out by anybody, but I do walk in like I run places. People don't like that, I guess.
So you're chasing after your dog? What kind of dog you got?
I have a, she is a Jack Russell
Oh God,
Blue, or not Jack Russell Blue, Jack Russell Fox Terrier mix.
what does that mean?
Jack Fox.
Does that mean a dog is the size of a football?
She's pretty small. She's one of them real hyper energetic dogs
Don't
who
do
jumps.
small dogs. They
Sweet.
yell too much.
You know-
They're real barkers.
And they sound like this when they fly through the air.
That's
like
what
a
they were
field goal.
bred for. They were bred to be.
I'm kidding. Peter's
A lot
gonna
of
kill
people
me.
don't know this. They were bred to be assassin alarms for royalty. That's what little dogs were bred for.
That's why
They
they're
sleep in the bed with you. If someone snuck in to assassinate you, they would bark. It's part of their nature. They were bred to do it. So it's unfair to get mad at little dogs for that.
David
but
over
that's
there's like
what
a
they do.
canine expert and shit.
I love dogs. I love big dogs. I'll clarify. I love big
I
dogs.
bet you do.
That's the thing. I thought that getting this dog would be a good idea. Well, it was my husband's idea to get it for our kids. But I mean, I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. So throw a puppy in the mix.
How do they feel?
It's a third kid.
How do they feel about it?
Oh, they love
They
it.
love
I mean,
it. Yeah.
they
There you
get
go.
along with the dog great, but me on the other hand is driving me nuts.
Right.
I don't know how many times a week I'm chasing this dog out the damn doors.
He's adding bonbons to your life. Adding
Yeah,
bonbons.
you know, actually, if there's anybody out there that is one of them dog whisperer type people, if you guys know about training dogs, especially these type of energetic ass dogs, I would appreciate any help that I can
Is this
get.
the Trey dog, the ADD version of Trey dog? It wasn't.
Oh, look, another shout out to Alora. Alora, we talked about her in the last segment. She provided all the paintings at Speakeasy, and amazing artist, but she also trains dogs, and she's like really good at it.
Really?
Her dogs are almost military. They're sit, attention, everything.
Everybody
all.
keeps telling me the way to disciplining and the way to getting your dog to train is, you know, being strict and, you know, pretty much beat your dog. I don't
I have
feel
a
right
piece of
doing
rubber
that.
hose for exactly that.
I don't know, I feel like
I do
saying
not
this to
beat
my
dogs with
kids.
a rubber hose. So we don't get calls.
We're all dingling. It's Roger. I'm telling you, it's Roger.
It is. No,
No? Oh, I still
Oh,
thought I had it.
it's not Raj.
Damn.
We're gonna tell him he's BS.
Don't be BSing, Roger. We know you listen. We want our weed, damn it. Don't make me send Jamin after you. Jim's like my bodyguard. He's like 2 trays in one.
I'm two Trey. That's what they call me.
2 tray. There's
Two
Trey,
Trey in
and
this
then there's 2 tray.
I like you red. I like you went red with your hair.
I did. Actually, I'm trying something new. I'm going to be changing it again here soon, though, actually. Red is kind of clashing with all of my wardrobe accessories. I wear a lot of pink.
I don't know if red's your aura though.
No,
Gotta be real with you.
no, I don't think so.
It looks good. You did it right. I mean,
I don't know.
You did it well, but I don't think red's your aura. Yeah.
Blue, like a violet or blue. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think I would agree with the violet, like the purple.
Yeah, I had purple not so long ago.
See, look, I'm calling it how I probably saw it on Facebook and don't even realize it.
I'm gonna floss my hair like I was back
Yes,
in
I'm
the
stalking
90s, like I was back in high school.
Oh,
Doing
like
the NSYNC
NSYNC?
thing.
No,
like
you're
I
gonna
did
frost
back
the
in
tips
day.
like Eminem.
Yeah, oh, I did
Full
it. I
Eminem.
did it straight up. I did it. And for me, my inspiration at that time was Sugar Ray. That's who I was.
Hey,
trying to-
Sugar Ray's a pimp.
Sugar
I'm gonna tell you
Ray. I
right
was
now.
trying to. He was getting
I
all
don't
the
know.
ladies at the
That's what I'm
time.
saying. I don't know
All
any
the
girl,
girls.
no matter what her color, background, or ethnic, financial upbringing was. You loved you some
Do
Sugar
you
Ray.
remember Sugar Ray?
I do.
You loved you some Sugar Ray, didn't you? Don't
I'm trying
lie.
to think of what
Every
he looked
morning.
like, actually.
Wait. Oh,
Every
seriously, you have a
morning.
you have a
No, I know-
computer in
I know
front of
the
you.
song,
Google
but-
it.
Google him. She's the
That's
only
what
one
he
with a
looks like,
computer.
She's the only one got a computer pulled up. Well, I mean, technically, I have the station computer, but she's the only one with her own computer here pulled up. And she's like, I don't know what it looks like. Google
She
much?
is very- She's very, very professional. Press.
She does look way more professional than us.
Yes, she does.
I'm kind of embarrassed to be here right now.
She even has her headphone like half on, and it's just so. She's like on it.
I leave mine all the way on. I'm full on headphone.
I know.
Now, when I'm in the
Oh,
recording
okay.
studio, then I have headphones.
I know who you're
Like,
talking about now, this guy.
Now you think he's hot,
He
don't
wa-
you?
He wasn't that
Oh,
He
she's
was-
gonna get hate mail.
No,
If you disagree with her about Sugar Ray, call her right now.
Okay.
591 Kush.
This is where I can get myself into some trouble, okay? Because you know who I think, actually, in my personal opinion, back in this day, who I thought was more attractive than Sugar Ray?
Me.
I was actually, I was a Fred Durst fan,
Oh, I can see
like-
that. I can see that.
right?
Fred Durst pulled some really hot women in his time. He was with Britney Spears for a short while.
Fred Durst is a
which
Mac
I'm not a
now,
Britney
yeah.
Spears fan, but still.
Was it Britney Spears or was it Christina Aguilera?
I think it's Aguilera.
Was it?
Google that shit.
Was it?
Look,
I'm pretty sure.
look. Google is God now.
Hey,
Just Google
what I
that
know
shit.
is
And find out.
that guy in Australia is huge, though. They love him in Australia. He's
Really?
bigger than he's ever been. Yeah, down there. for some
I'm telling you, like American artists that are like either B, C, or no list artists. I call myself a no list artist.
huge over in Europe. And stuff
Huge.
like that.
Like I have a huge following in the Ukraine of all places.
Right.
Like Ukraine loves them some Mr. Trey. I don't know why.
You know, I was looking at that on Facebook the other day. They have, if you have like a public figure page, you can go and you can check out all their stats about your fans.
Where do you
who
think
they
I
are.
figured that out?
You have a public figure?
I do,
She's a public figure. What the hell not for? Dude, you're more famous than us.
right?
No.
What? It might
What
be,
are you talking
look,
about?
we might be on some Kevin Hart lab ass shit. Local ass. what was lab? Local ass. Yeah. Oh yeah, local
Right.
ass bitch.
But
Local ass bitch. But you're
Yeah,
still bigger lab than us.
I'm afraid I don't want to know my numbers. I don't want to know.
It's not as depressing as you think. I was
Actually,
actually
I was
surprised.
kind of-
I was surprised.
I really didn't think I was anybody that cool. And when I was looking at my fans, I mean, I have
You're
some
cool to
here
me.
in Colorado, but majority of my fans are actually not even in the States.
Mine
That,
either.
that was crazy.
Florida and
But you know,
California.
the
No joke.
ladies and the vocal cannabis ladies, you pull a lot of respect. You get a lot of fans really quickly. I think
And when they're cute as
And
a
it's-
button,
yeah.
it didn't hurt.
that doesn't hurt. That doesn't
See,
hurt.
I said that cute
We
as a
gave her
button.
the short chair too to make her even
I
smaller.
know,
No,
I'm
she
also getting
keeps
my
grabbing the
foot so
chair
that I
that's
can-
the midget
I'm
chair.
like
I'm
six.
like,
I'm
why
like
do you
6
grab
foot tall, and I sat on the towel chair. And she's like over
I
here
know
on
that.
like
I know, I'm
That's
sitting
what
on
I'm
my
like.
stool.
Are you really?
Yes, I'm sitting
You know that chair comes up, right?
It's okay. I
There's
don't
a
want to be
handle
all
in
night.
You want to be
No,
high? I want to be
Well,
high.
All right, Roger,
hi.
turn around. She's not gonna be high.
Guys, we're taking our show off the air. We've done hashed it out. She doesn't want to be high.
Roger, turn around. She's not gonna be
Actually, Roger, if you are listening,
No, Roger, if you turn around, I'll kill you.
I'm ready for one of those Supreme Twax blunts. Those are actually.
They are pretty insane. You seen the picture on? If
Yes,
you,
actually, he was.
guys, if you want to see, hey, what's going on, Dustin? How
He
you
was
doing? I
lucky
see
enough
Dustin
to
in the other
roll
room.
the
Oh, get in here, dude.
Dustin was supposed to
Oh,
join
we
us
were
on
so
our
bringing
last
Dustin
segment.
in.
He's from the grower from
You got a minute?
Rocky Mountain Miracles.
Oh, okay.
Hey, come here.
It's
Have a
called
seat,
the
have a seat.
And we were just going to bring him in to talk about marriage.
We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him cued in here over here. So all our listeners, you're gonna hear that behind the scenes how this happens.
But if you want to see one of those insane joints we were talking about, you can see that. Go to Speakeasy's YouTube page, and you can see that joint we're talking about and us smoking it. You can also see the bongathon competitions.
Where's my hat, dude?
uh,
Oh, my weed pimp's hat.
and all that good stuff.
I know, but I still want my weed pimp's hat. Damn it, J-Dub, wherever you are out there listening, I know you do. You closet listen to my show. Damn it, I want a new hat.
Closet. Closet.
Closet. Okay, so real quick here, count to 5 for me.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Directional, yeah, there you go.
He's
1,
not on.
2, 3, 4,
Oh, that
5.
sounds all right.
No, he's not.
Try now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I will translate
Go down.
whatever Dustin is saying. He is now saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, you're stupid. Go ahead.
1, 2,
Is that one
3,
of those-
4,
How
5.
is he not? How is he not?
Yes. Yes.
1, 2,
Absolutely. Is that on
3,
your
4,
Okay, that's it. You two are sharing.
page?
I don't know. Actually, I can share it.
1, 2, 3.
I did you a favor, Dustin.
Wait,
I just
that
put
one
you
ain't
next to the
working?
hottest Latina in radio.
That one's
Yes.
not working.
In weed radio, for sure, either way, because
I
there's
like
only
it.
one hot Latina. That's Miranda Rice.
Right.
All right. There's some
Okay, I just posted it
equipment
in my
issues going on.
Today, I'm telling
So,
you.
Dustin, you're a grower for Rocky Mountain Miracles, correct?
Yes, sir.
Also, Call to Grow, which is your own kind of service where you
Call Grow Squad, yeah.
Call Grow Squad. So basically, you go and you help people build their gardens.
Yeah, it's a service where it's like a lawn service or a aquarium service.
I can
grow
hear him
for you
all
at
better
your
now.
house.
He's on there.
And whether you need that service is just for a checkup,
Chicago,
you
bring
have
him
a
up.
problem, or if you want to grow it for you at your
Bring him
house
like
every other day.
Right. So if you have some mysteries in the garden, your leaves are turning funny colors or shriveling or something weird, you can come in, help them diagnose the issue. If their garden needs improvement, you can help them improve their garden, right?
That's
And you
what we do.
also help people obtain genetics, is my understanding.
That's correct.
All right, awesome.
That's really
Are
cool.
you
I
guys
have
picking
a
them up in
lot of people
Chicago
actually always
okay on
asking
Mike
me
Ford?
about stuff when it comes to growing, and I've never grown a plant in my life. So
Hold on, guys. I'm going to kill your mics for just a second. Talk now.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
No.
Can you boys in Chicago
He was-
hear him?
He was
I
on a
can't
minute
hear
ago.
Well, that's because I had the mic 3 point at him. You know what? Let's just run with it. We'll just run with mic 3.
Are you sure?
I get-
There we go. Run with it.
Talk towards him.
I
Yeah.
can't even hear anything in mine.
I can hear both of you, but not as well. All right, guys.
Make sure you kind of, hey, look, lean in and kiss the mic. Just don't lean in and kiss each other because your spouses may have issues or not. Mine don't because I don't have one. Single life hashtag it.
All right.
All right, now that we got the trouble fixed here, Dustin, though, my man in the house. We like this guy. He's cool.
So you're just gonna yell towards that blue mic. when
Yeah.
we're talking there.
So what kind of problems have you come across then being in this industry about as far as people not approving of what you do?
Not approving of what I do.
Yeah, I mean, people have an opinion about the cannabis industry as a whole, so somebody might not like the idea of somebody going out to help somebody with something that they necessarily think is a problem.
I haven't encountered
You
that.
haven't?
Well, normally I think when his service is given a call, it's because people have reached the end of they're like, what am I doing wrong? And so he's coming in, and so they're open to advice because he wouldn't be there if they weren't. But he also grows for a dispensary here in town, licensed, and that's how long have you been doing that now? How long have you had
He
your
grows for my girl.
For a little over a year.
He grows
Yeah,
for my
and you
favorite
grow,
lady.
and you grow for Rocky Mountain Miracles, which has some of the best bud I've ever seen.
Mama's
correct.
Kush.
That
Mom,
I can pick any shop I want almost. They've got just references at the kazoo. I picked a real medical shop. I really want to help people. Everybody can get high, but there's people with genuine need. And I'm not after money. It's a life of service for me. I do it because it helps people. That's what makes me feel good.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That is way cool.
absolutely.
Definitely need more people around like you. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
And one thing I noticed is you actually have a really cool team of females down there over at Rocky Mountain Miracles. That place is run by a team of very capable women, I gotta say. And
Yeah, there's
the
5
mama
or
being at
6
the
of
top
them
there giving direction.
that I wouldn't be there. The
Yeah.
one for Allie, Allie and Jim are beautiful people.
Jim's an awesome guy.
That
He's funny, actually.
it's some of the
Talking
best
about her
people I've ever
husband.
worked with.
Yeah.
That every place has its problems, but just the people there, they're so knowledgeable and everybody has the right heart.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah, very cool people.
That's one thing that I've definitely learned or have seemed to come across more often in this industry is that
There you go.
the passion behind it
Sure.
from most of these people. That's really kind of what keeps the longevity of this whole industry going and keep it thriving, because it takes one person to actually say, you know what, I care about this. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you're gonna do. You know what I mean?
In my opinion, the industry leaders here, you do have some, but I think it's 10% you have your profiteers and 90% people. There's 90% that are about the people, and their real goal is to help people and to make a difference. And yeah, they would love to maybe get rich doing it, but the main goal is to know that they went to bed that night and that they helped 5 or 10 people that day. And I think that's really what drives this industry. And then you got your few, but I think they usually come with money. And that's when you see the big ones open up that already have a lot of money. That's someone investing money in order to make more money. But the vast majority of this industry is investing in people. They're investing in the patient. They're investing in the future of cannabis. I think it's beautiful.
So before I approach a shop, I look at what kind of cars they're driving and what they wear. That if they got an old used car and they live in a middle class home, then I'll talk to them.
Right.
Somebody that's driving an Audi, I probably don't have a lot to do.
Oh man, don't diss the Audi, bro.
All right.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I've never connected with this.
Sure can.
I never even heard of this.
So you guys are open 6 days a week, with the exception of Sunday, is my understanding, correct?
Not Saturday or Sunday, but that's probably gonna change.
Okay. And
Supply and demand, baby.
yeah, and I heard you guys got some really killer product that's coming out. So
We've got more than 70 strains. We've just introduced about 10 really heavy CBD, CBN strains that no one's ever seen before. That they're powerful, they work. That I have those genetics for donation to people that really need them if they're going to grow themselves.
So, and for those who don't understand, what's the benefit of a high CBD over, say, your typical THC strain?
That it reacts with your endocannabinoid system in a way that will relieve pain instead of using the opiate receptor, like most people are going to do. Doctors and big pharma is going to prescribe. That use the body's natural way to do that.
Well, and CBD, I think, has been proven to be a natural antibiotic, natural antioxidant, natural anti-inflammatory, natural.
So you guys have stinky feet. Put some
CBD.
fucking weed on your feet. Your feet smell like
CBD is
ass.
kind of an amazing chemical compound.
One thing about Rocky Mountain Miracles is we have literally everything. That we have shatter, wax, butter, we have bubble hash, we have every major brand of edible.
I've seen it.
We
I
have
tried most of it.
t-shirts, paraphernalia, pipes, everything you might need that we provide that. And we try to go over and above. It's not just about the cannabis. If you need a ride to your doctor's appointment, if you need food, we try to connect you with somebody that can help you with that. And it's not just about the marijuana, it's about treatment, about somebody not skipping from shop to shop, changing where they're signed up. That would you have a problem,
Right.
go to a different doctor every time? No.
Yeah, right.
We know who these people are. We really care.
Yeah, Ali and Jim, they know the backstories of people. They know what people have been through. They know what their families are going through. I think that's what I'm impressed. I've seen them. They know things about their patients that can tell a deeper relationship than just that transaction. I think that's a beautiful thing. So
I've never worked with a more confident crew in the back either. They are amazing. They move, and I like those troops. I like the way that they do everything. It's a really badass group.
well, and Dustin, I gotta say you're one of my favorite people, man, because I see you all the time over at Speakeasy. You've been a member there a long time, but you've also helped us out recently. You donated clones there to help us continue to fund the club, private members club, and you gave us clones so that we could give those out to the people, help get some of those strains out to the public,
Yep.
help fill some of those gardens, and also to help the club out. And I can't tell you how much that means to me. I appreciate it. Suck a fish.
Suck up fish.
I hope
Weed
it does,
pimps.
because some
What?
of those
Hope it missed the train, man.
people are real greedy with their genetics, and I don't believe in that. A couple of things under your shelf, two people I consider friends are real upset, and I told them, you know what, that's high CBD. That somebody might need that's their only hope.
Well, and
But-
I appreciate that.
I'm
Sounds
not
like the
gonna
real
charge
deal.
for
What
that.
I admire though is, club or not, I know you would help get those strains out there. I appreciate that you help have it serve a dual purpose, helping people out, helping the club stay viable. Because people don't realize, they think these clubs are huge money generators. They actually rely completely on donations and on the members to help fund it. So I appreciate that.
If you want to make a donation in, Miss, of course, over here, Miss Miranda Wright's or Mr. Trey's name, we appreciate it because it goes to the club. Really does. If you want to make a donation in my name, just go for it. I don't care. I just usually donate anonymously.
Absolutely.
Without the club, I'd have to meet people on the street. It's my vehicle to interact with people
No.
and to get in front of them.
That's how I met you.
We talked
I mean,
about this in the
yeah.
last segment. We actually talked about this in the last segment, and it does serve a huge purpose, and it does have a very it serves a necessity within the community that people don't realize. These functions, people would come together socially with cannabis anyways, and 100 people at a residence is way different than 100 people at a club.
Where is it that you're located at here in town?
Right down the street from Speakeasy. Is it 23?
It's on Bijou on Bijou Ave, Bijou Street between Circle and Union, Rocky Mountain Miracles. You'll find it on the north side of
Okay.
Bijou.
Okay, great. I'm going to cut you off right there just real quick. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick commercial break. This is Mile High Ma. You're listening to letstalkpot.com, K High Radio. We'll be right back.
2 tickets to give away. That's what I'm present. Don't let me come
I
back
can't
in.
bring them.
Okay, no, I can't hear you. Hold on, which one are you good? This one. I'll turn it up a little louder. When we come back in, promo those 2 tickets, okay? Is he here yet, Roger?
I don't know where the fuck Roger is.
I will kill Roger.
Can I get?
By the way,
Is he not
I'm
home?
guessing the
That blue
FCC
car?
don't apply on the internet because
Yes, on purpose. On purpose, because I gotta go back.
Bro, when you go back to radio, that's gonna be hard.
No, it's not.
Mama Kush asked me. This is our special
Every
right
time I do,
now.
I feel bad.
I can say one or two. We got these.
You know what? You're gonna stay in here. I'm gonna switch you to this mic.
All right.
Specific stuff you want to talk
I do later on. But yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna switch you to this mic. I'm gonna switch you to this mic so Jamie and I can go find Roger.
about. I gotta probably jet here soon. I gotta go meet a landlord about it.
Roger didn't bring us property. We're gonna have to
Nice.
fight, Roger.
Yeah.
In the house. Huh?
No, I already did that.
Okay.
No, I'm going to look at
I'll
a
leave
property
you two
for
months.
possibly a third speakeasy.
And,
We might open
when you
2
come
at the
back
same
in, you know,
time. So there'll be 3 of them.
the main thing is when you
Yep.
come back into this is Let's Hash It Out with Miranda Wright's the Mile High Mom.
Do we have a
By the
caller?
way, yes, we do. Caller, hello.
Oh, they hung up. They hung up.
Caller, hello. Okay, what you want to do is tell them, call back, like when you come back in, promo the tickets and go, whoever was calling in, please try back again. Sometimes we don't always catch your call. Okay, and by the way, this is easy to work. You answer the call, right? Whatever, it's usually that one that's beeping. If you hear a beep, it is just like a regular phone. Hit the flash button. You can flash the other line, tell the other caller, hold on or whatever. If they're getting nasty or just want to get rid of them, hit drop. And hold would only be if you want to talk, but you don't want them to be heard. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Mute them.
Mute your mother. So there's a mute button too. There's all busy too if you want to block anybody from calling. And you're like, let's just have a get real moment. Thanks for having me on your show. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Sweet. Oh, hey, you better come tonight.
Where?
Speakeasy.
What?
Smoke karaoke.
What is that?
Karaoke.
Karaoke.
It's karaoke and we get high.
Yep. You get high and
Well,
bad.
she's like, I do a mean Garth Brooks. I'm telling you, like, oh, anyway,
I like your pimp.
Thanks.
when it comes to love, and you, I made my mama cry at the record. For real.
That's
Garth
awesome.
Brooks. I was like, what? The brown guy, just country.
You can have a bunch of them.
Okay.
I got shitloads.
Thank you.
Yep.
And what was your name again? I'm sorry.
Dustin.
Dustin.
Sounds
Okay.
correct.
I was trying to look for that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, this is still new for me. I'm still getting nervous.
It's way better than TV. I was on TV on Fox News and stuff. And they have like big LED lights and you're blinded when you're trying to stare at the camera.
I like that. Jeez.
And the reporter's all freaked out. She thought I was going to be in like sunglasses and a bandana. Like, it's all like,
Okay, 30 seconds.
Don't be nervous. You're all right.
I'm nervous now.
Don't be nervous. Your mics are hot, so you're good to go. Don't be nervous.
Okay.
Watch the board.
I know I am. Do you want some headphones so you can hear?
Yeah.
You can put these in front of you.
All right.
Call at 719-547-1009 or check them out on PuebloDispensary.com.
Put one in more.
Hey, what's up? This is Big Lynn. I want to thank you so much for checking out K-High Radio. That
Yeah,
being
so
said, a
controllable.
reminder to always be responsible when you partake of your weed. I mean, for goodness sakes, if you see your kids doing it,
These are the
please
sales
smoke
that's
it
going
with
on right
them.
now?
Don't waste a
Yeah.
good bowl, right?
Pretty good. Yeah, really good stuff. Yeah. I won't work in a shop.
And
Hey, what's going on? You guys are back now on K-High, Let's Talk Pot.com. I am your girl, Miranda. We're here right now with Dustin from the Call Grow Squad. He was just filling us in a little bit about what it is that he does and about how he'd be helping people learn how to grow and fix up their grows if they have any problems going on with that. So he was just kind of filling in the blanks about that. And he was handing me this paper here with some deals going on today from Rocky Mountain Miracles. The address for that is 2316 East Bijou Street. That's right down the street from the Speakeasy. It looks like today they're having a good sale. They're having a shatter sale for 20% off, and that's Mango Confidential at $20 a gram. And they're also having a 250 milligram cartridge kit. It's normally $25, and today it's on sale for $17.50. And that looks like it's Lab 710 Shark's Breath. It's 250 milligram cartridge kit. So it looks like a pretty good sale. Let's see here. There's $300 a sale for 2 ounces of select strains, right?
Mhm.
That's a really good deal, actually.
And the edible on the second one, that's the deal. For $45, you get 30 doses.
Oh,
The new
wow.
type of edible that's only 10 milligrams, but your body metabolizes it instantly.
Triple
and it hit-
helix tablets, is that
Yup,
what it is?
it hits you more like 30 milligrams.
Wow.
And it, for the price, it's amazing.
And it's just a tablet you just, oh,
And
okay.
it just dissolves and it instantly affects you.
Wow. That's
Mhm.
pretty cool. The stuff they're coming up with. I mean, I remember just having pot brownies and that was all, you know, the
Mhm.
edibles that you can get. I've been hearing about all kinds of stuff. I know AJ Hashman, he was just telling me about medicated pixie sticks.
Mhm.
I had never known they had medicated pixie sticks. That's like a real thing. That's so awesome. And you
Medicated
can,
everything.
yeah, I didn't ever think about it. I was never big on the whole edibles. They never really affected me.
I like
I
the
don't-
drops a lot.
I don't know if it was because I had already been smoking before I tried to eat it or what it is, but they never did anything until the last time. I ate a couple brownies and man,
Nice.
I was sick. I could not lift my head up. I was spinning, dizzy, never again. So they definitely got to make sure you watch out with their dosages on those, like people are saying, because they'll sneak up on you. That's for sure.
Mhm. They
It's
sure- they
crazy.
certainly will.
hmm Let's see here. I've never been to Rocky Mountain Miracles. Now, do they help people get their red cards? Do you know?
That we know Jamin. That's who we usually deal with.
Okay.
Is with the OMN.
Right. Yeah, I know. I've heard of his doctor's office. It's over there off of Galley, right?
Mhm.
I was just curious because I know that a lot of people that are coming to Colorado, they're trying to figure out which dispensaries to go through, which ones to make their caregivers and things like that. And I know one of the big things that have been persuading people is that certain dispensaries will actually help you get your red card, or they will, give you back the money that you paid for your doctor's costs and, reimbursement with medicine and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I wasn't really sure which ones do that. So if you guys are listening out there, if you guys are dispensaries that do help, let us know which ones you are, and, let people know how they can get their red card. There's a lot of people moving to Colorado from, not from here. Now, of course, you have to be a resident for at least a year before you can get your red card, but still people are a little bit shy and not really, sure where to go to get that stuff taken care of. So always good to have that information out there. Let's see. It looks like also we're going to be having a contest coming up. Well, not really a contest, but I guess we're going to have a promotion for the 10th caller calling in here. We're going to have 2 tickets for the Herbal Healing U.S. Cannabis Expo. It's 2-day all access passes, and that is June 19th and 20th. It looks like it is here in Colorado Springs. It's at the Colorado Springs Event Center, which is off of Palmer Park. And these look like there's some pretty cool passes. They're $30 each, so that's $60 worth of this prize that you're going to be getting for the 10th caller. And I know that when we were on break, we did have somebody trying to call in, and we missed the call, unfortunately. So if you want to give us a call back, I'm looking at the switchboard now so I can answer your calls, see what people got to say, what's going on today, how it's going out there. It's beautiful today outside.
Wonderful.
So nice. I'm so glad to get rid of the crappy weather.
All that rain.
I'm not a big fan of the rain. I got long hair. My hair gets big. Not good with the humidity.
I got a giant dog that gets grumpy if he doesn't get walked.
Are you good with dogs? Yeah?
Yep.
I have a Jack Russell Fox Terrier mix.
Wow.
She is the most energetic little thing you will ever meet and driving me crazy. I can't figure out how to get her to listen for anything. I know that those type of dogs have a lot of energy. You have to take them out all the time. They need to be, give them a job, something to do. Oh, wow. That's a big dog.
Yep. That's Mr. Beast.
That's a gorgeous dog. Oh, looks like we have a caller. Let's see who it is. Hello, caller. You're on air.
Hi, it's Leah.
Oh, hey.
Am I caller number 10?
You are not caller number 10, unfortunately. You're my first caller. For those of you out there, Leah, she is the owner of the Stoner High Girls up there in Denver, and she is also a 420 nurse. She's a good friend of mine, and she's been very supportive of my show and everything that I've been doing. So I'm really glad that you called. How are you doing, girl?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm enjoying your show. I'm really proud of you guys. I like what you guys are doing for the community, and I've actually learned a lot just tuning into your show.
I'm sorry, say that one more time. I can barely hear you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I've learned a lot just by tuning into your guys' show, and I'm really proud of you guys. And I'm excited about what you're doing, and I love what you guys are doing in the community.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
That's what we're trying to do here. I know that a lot of people are, Bill O'Reilly, for one. He was kind of making his comments about the weed station here and about, what we have to offer. And everybody here we're just promoting learning. You know what I mean? There really isn't one said person that knows every single detail, so everything that there is about cannabis. And nobody here claims to know everything, but we want to promote at least that we're trying to learn and that it's a learning process for all of us. You know what I mean? As this whole legalization movement progresses and as it goes further, we're also just, trying to catch hold and be along for the ride and see where it takes us. So it's really cool that, people are supportive of what we're doing here.
Oh, I agree. And it's always good to know more,
Absolutely.
I never know too much about what's going on in the community, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's a very good point, especially when it comes down to a topic like medicine. So many people are so adamant to, grab a box of cold medicine off of the drugstore counter just because it's, available at the store, thinking that it's going to be something good for their bodies. And half the time, they can't even pronounce the ingredients that are on the side of the box. I know I can't.
Oh,
so,
I agree 100%. I have an anxiety disorder, and I was on 2 different types of pills, and I could not function at all.
Mm-hmm.
The side effects.
And so I quit taking my medicine, and I swear by marijuana, it works.
It does. It's great that actually, you've been able to recognize the difference between prescription pills and something like marijuana, because I know it doesn't really matter who you are. You can go to the doctor for one problem and they'll give you a prescription for 3 other things that you didn't even go in talking about, just because one is to help the original problem, one is to help the side effects of that other one, and then the other one's just to balance out the 2 together. Yep. So it's kind of like, I don't understand how people can, jump on that bandwagon about, oh no, prescription pills are the better way to, solve your problems versus smoking.
Oh, I agree, especially as a mother.
Mhm.
I could not function with my children with me at all. I felt bad.
Mhm.
You know, I couldn't even take them out to play and enjoy the day without falling asleep.
That's very true. I agree completely. And a lot of people think that if you smoke pot, you're just lazy and, you know, that typical stereotype stigma of a pothead. But that's not the truth. There's, for one, different strains that, you know, can provide you with a different type of a high, whether it be, you know, indica or sativa, make you get energy or, you know, feel more relaxed. But I mean, it's really just all about trying to deal with the angst of everyday life when it comes down to it.
And that's what's so great about Colorado is that we're proving to the world that a stoner isn't just one type of person. We come in all shapes and forms, and we're not just the typical person that sits on the couch with a bag of chips in front of the TV doing nothing, you know?
Mhm.
We're actually out there doing things in the community, spreading awareness and helping people.
Right. I know. I was.
Have a little fun at the same time.
I can't remember exactly what interview it was. It was on some TV show, but the woman her defense basically was that it doesn't matter how many people have died off of overdoses from prescription pills and things like that, and that nobody has died off of pot because she said it doesn't matter because they're too high to function anyways. You know what I mean? They're not doing anything for society as it is. And my jaw dropped when I heard that reaction. I couldn't believe that. There's so much.
I'm also part of the Good Samaritan Law Coalition. I didn't know if you knew that about me or not. And I was spreading awareness over drug overdose because I lost my brother and my father to it. And I'm a big believer in marijuana even being used to detox people off drugs. You know, and it has been proven that painkillers are the deadliest drug and most addictive drug out there, more addictive than street drugs.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree 100%. I was watching on that High Country documentary that I was talking about yesterday. They were saying that the amount of people that we lose every year just from cigarette smoking alone is the exact same equivalent as having a Holocaust every single year. And we're okay with it. It's just become something that's just acceptable, you know?
And it has.
What you were saying about
people see nothing wrong with it because it comes from a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
They think it's okay. The doctor prescribed it to me, so I'm going to be all right. And they don't realize they're getting addicted to these things, and they're dropping off like flies.
I just
Now,
like
they
it.
say 1 out of 3 people in the U.S. overdose on pills.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. I'd like everyone to realize that Amendment 20 sunsets in July. That means it does not automatically renew. And lobbyists are throwing in money into all of our representatives right now that chronic pain, that many of the conditions that are helping people, you take away chronic pain, they have to go back to opiates.
Mm-hmm.
Or they have to go spend exorbitant prices for recreational. That's just wrong, and people should write their representatives, please. That there are so many good medical shops out there that honestly what we do is we keep people out of boxes and walking around. And
Well,
I gotta
agree.
keep,
The people speak
gotta
up
keep doing
when
it.
it's happened. If they don't, it's not going to change. It's going to be the same old, same old.
Yeah, I agree. Well, thank you so much for calling in, Aaliyah. I appreciate it. I'm going to have to go ahead and clear up this line so I can let some more callers get through. But thank you again for calling and appreciate all the support again from the Stoner High Girls. You guys are so great.
No problem, Miranda. You guys have an awesome day, and thank you guys again for everything you do.
No problem. Thank
you
you,
so
honey.
much.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Oh, my hip popped.
Nope, I heard it.
No, I agree with what she was saying. I can't believe so many people are giving the people, these big politicians, the right to make these decisions for us. I was actually talking to my husband this morning, and he brought up some good points, and I jotted down a bunch of notes while we were talking because he was saying that he doesn't understand how anybody feels that they have the authority or the justification to be able to dignify what somebody else should do with their life or how they, you know what I mean, what they do on their daily functions at all. And I mean, if you are a grown adult, you have your priorities straight, you pay your bills, you go to job, you know, do all the things you're supposed to do, then honestly, I mean, who the hell is anybody really to tell you?
If you're not hurting,
Yeah, if you're not hurting anybody, you know, you're handling your stuff, you can do, you know what I mean? You have that kind of leeway over your shoulder. Now, of course, if something starts slipping or your responsibilities start going, you know what I mean? You need to be the person to weigh in on that. But as far as just from one adult to another, you know, you can't say, oh, no, don't do that because I don't like it. You know what I mean? It's a little bit ludicrous to me. I think, you know, you can not show up drunk to work and you can't go to work drinking because then you show up drunk, but you can smoke pot and go to work. People do it all the time. Not that I'm trying to make a big comparison like that, but it shows that how blind people can be about it. The people who smoke and don't do anything are who's creating this stigma about us all being lazy. Like I was mentioning yesterday, all the people that go to the Cannabis Cup, thousands of people will come and celebrate it, but where are those thousands of people at when it comes down to fighting these laws and to making them, stick?
The director of the Med, the new guy that's directing the Colorado Marijuana Enforcement Division, he had just made an edict where doctors will be disbarred if they write scripts for children.
Oh my gosh.
That there's a new rule that they are instating that only 30% of all the medical card holders can be under 40.
Holy shit.
That there is some, even though we have these laws, that the legislation that's not voted on, they go and do what they want. We really have to watch these folks. They erode our rights away every day.
I can't believe that. What did you find this out?
Sierra Riddle.
Sierra's one of my great friends, actually. She called me this morning and I missed it when I was getting ready. I don't know if that's what she was wanting to talk about.
Just a couple weeks ago, she was all pissed off.
Oh,
She has
God.
every right to be. That.
I can't believe
I
that.
love Landon and Sierra so much that I do everything I can.
Sierra and Landon, they're such a big inspiration to me, and I owe Sierra so much just because she really opened my eyes to a lot of this whole industry as a whole. I've of course heard about the medical benefits of cannabis before, and I've seen it on TV and stuff, but nothing really clicked in my head about it until I was affected by it. And not myself personally, but my mom. She had cancer. And kind of like the same story goes with the owner of the station about his son. And it's sad that it takes something so tragic like that before our eyes do get opened. But at the same time, I'm thankful for it because I was living in the dark with all of these things, And when I first started with the 420 nurses, because of my mom, my first job really with them was to meet Sierra and Landon and see, and help them with anything they needed because I'm here in the Springs. And the same day that I met them actually was the same day that I got the phone call that my mom had got Fly for Life to the hospital. And so I kind of took it as a sign, that how is it going to be that the day that I meet somebody that cured cancer, is the day that this is going to happen to my mom. And so it stuck with me and it hit me really hard, and so because of that, I was able to kind of stand my ground, tell everybody, hey, you know what? Something does need to be done about this. And I might only be one person and I might not change the world, but damn it, I'm going to try.
I think the overall point I'd like to make is that we fought for these rights. We voted for them. We have the only state where it's our constitutional right to grow. If you can afford it or not, that it is your constitutional right to grow it, no matter if you are in a municipality that allows it or not. You can do it at home, and I can help you with that.
That's great.
And even though we have voted for it, we still have to hold our rights. They will take them away any way they can.
So, and that's crazy. That's what's ludicrous to me. People think that because we're passed and we're legal now that it's just, okay, time to celebrate, let's not care anymore because we have it. But it can be taken away from us just as easily, and people are kind of forgetting about that, So it's a lot of good stuff to talk about. I know that we're getting ready to take our break here soon, and I'm still looking for some more callers here. I still have these Cannabis Expo tickets to give away. We got 2 of them, guys. So if you want to give us a call, we're at 591-KUSH. That's 719-591-5874. Give us a call. Tell us what you guys think. We still need about 9 more callers before we can get these tickets away. So hopefully, let's see. I can't see out the window. Hopefully Roger and Jamin are out there still waiting on them. So hopefully they'll be back in here by the time we get back from commercial. But let's hash it out, guys. I'm Miranda, Mile High Ma. You're listening to K-High Radio, letstalkpot.com, 591-5874. We can have people call us in and see if they have any questions about burn. I know, I want to learn actually. Thank you. Do you have a caller? Oh, we don't have one. What did you say?
I said, if you don't get them 10 callers, I'll take one.
Oh, we got to get some callers in here.
Yeah, got you.
I actually.
We actually get his mic turned up a little bit.
Yeah, 1 second. Can you say something? Can you talk to me?
Hello.
If you want to just give a 5 count, then count back down to 1.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, just how about 10? Just count to 10 real quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, yeah, you're at a good level. Just make sure you're staying right in front of it and
Cool.
keeping the volume the same.
Thanks.
All right, good show so far.
Thank you.
Welcome. A lot of callers.
I know, right? We need to get some people calling in here.
Mhm.
No, actually, you guys have had a couple people call and keep going for a while, so that's good. A lot of
Oh.
times it's just short calls. So
Oh, that's cool.
good job.
Thanks.
Mhm.
That's my job, right? Hash it out. Yeah, I was telling my husband I wanted to take on a plant just because it would cut our costs down that we spend on pot
Mhm.
so much.
That-
Oh my God.
The thing is, it'll grow in a ditch.
Mhm.
But what we do is I don't like the brand, but we do 6 pounds of light.
No, you don't have to have like,
You're going to fail a couple of times, and if that's fine if you just want to learn and drag your feet. But most people, you know how much used equipment's on Craigslist?
60.
People get bugs, they can't do it, they get frustrated.
a
I want you to be
Spider-Man
immediately
stuff.
successful.
Mhm.
Super resistant, 2-spotted spider mite infestations. Oh, fuck them up.
See, I don't even know what it takes to grow anything. I know that in my house we have like a whole cross space, and it's like maybe a foot and a half too short to stand up completely in. But it goes under my entire
You
house.
can grow in that.
Yeah.
You can tie it down with the screen and yes, ma'am.
I don't have to do that. I want to really get in on that.
Give me a call. Every day after 3, I'm free.
I'll have to definitely do that. My husband will like that.
I got a deal right now where, like, you get my service, whatever, like if you have a football field or you have a closet, I'll fill it with clothes or whatever you want. And I have many blessed connections that I have extremely legitimate real pitch. I got stuff in Trico, Trico. Like I had a strawberry jam, and I got some good shit. Just milk.
Yeah, I want to.
DealDealer.com. Coming soon to a radio near you. It's already here. How long was
My adult service, I guarantee you 4 hours to plant. And every other day, I do it for you at your house.
They paid me to.
And Mike's alive.
Welcome back, guys. This is Ma Hi Ma. You're listening to Let's Hash It Out today on Let'sTalkPot.com. K-Hi, your one and only FCC-approved marijuana radio station, guys. So we're back here from the break, and I'm still waiting to get some callers in so I can give away these Cannabis Expo tickets, guys. I know that you guys want to get in on this action. It looks like it's going to be a pretty sweet event. I was reading on some of the details on here, and it's to learn basically all about the businesses of cannabis. There's exhibitors, vendors, new products, all kinds of retailers, medicinal hemp, industrial hemp information. There's going to be over 30 plus speakers and panelists there. There's going to be Jonathan Singer. He's the House Rep of Colorado. Bill Murray for City Council. Robin Roberts of PPNB. Ryan Moore from Herbal Healing. Let's see. Scott from Reach Rare Dankness. Paige.
Yeah.
Paige Fiji. Looks like she's the attorney. David Bush. Casey Stark. Sean Greenberg. Richard Rose. Jason Lal, I'm probably saying that completely wrong. Matt Call, Dr. D.B. Cush. It looks like there's going to be all kinds of people. Yep, John Patterson, or Jeffrey Peterson, the 420 comic. Hands on Hemp with John Patterson. And DJ Chris Diablo from the Weed Pimps. We all know him from the High Drive at 5. Looks like they're all going to be there at this expo, guys. So, I mean, it looks like it's going to be a lot of useful information, a lot of cool stuff to check out, new products, unique ideas. I mean, I love finding out about all the cool little smoking gadgets and all the cool little products that they come out with. So I know if you're a smoker like I am, you probably want to know about some of the cool new stuff that they got coming out. I know that they have a lot of different exhibitors coming out for the hemp stuff. I know that that's kind of getting more big. They're learning about more about the industry with that whole industry.
Petroleum replacement.
Right? Well, and you can do so much with hemp. It's like
Everything.
it's better than cotton. It's better than everything, huh?
You make plastics. I've used hemp concrete, hemp plywood. It's amazing.
Wow.
Yep, it's more than just rope.
You know, and I have to wonder if they were to completely bring back this whole hemp thing and issue it back, do you think all the cotton companies and like all that stuff would just go sour 100%, just like everybody's big fear is? It's just going to be like it's going to be just day and night. Oh, out of business because now there's hemp.
Well, what's worried is nylon and DuPont.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
It's crazy. I don't understand it, but I would think that being one of these big companies, they would want to, I don't know, make that smooth transition at least, or you know, what I mean, swap it over little by little, and kind of that way you don't go out of business all right away at once. I guess. I don't know. It's kind of not really.
Well, the difficulty with the big corporations are they have patents on nylon and all these things that replaced hemp, and hemp can be patented. That it grows everywhere. It's an ancient plant.
What is it? What was the I remember hearing about how the U.S. has a patent on cannabis and all of that.
Just on the CBD molecule, they attempted to patent that for whatever it's worth. The DEA.
How does that work? Do you know? Like, how are they able to?
I don't know
patent
how they're going to enforce their discovery of a molecule.
All right, maybe that's something I should pull up on here.
It exists natively in nature. How are you going to?
That's what I want to know is how, because when I think of patents, I think about like when somebody comes up with like an invention or, you know what I mean, something like that. You got to seal in the deal so that nobody else can come up with that idea next. But if it's a plant, how are you patenting a plant that can be duplicated in nature?
They have archaeological digs in Israel from thousands of years ago, and they dig up these apothecaries where you would go if you were sick back then, and it's all just different types of cannabis extracts.
Really?
Really. The people have been doing it a long time.
I remember not too long ago seeing about they had ancient bongs and stuff like that were getting digged up by archaeologists and stuff like that. That's pretty crazy.
The way it all works is that we have specific receptors built into our brains, so do dogs, that interact with this plant, with cannabinoids. The only thing that has cannabinoids in any substantial amount is the cannabis plant. That we are intrinsically linked with this plant. That medically, I don't think that you should have to necessarily get a medical license to buy medical marijuana, because if you do it properly, you can almost have a secondary immune system that I'm going to die from something, but not this list of 30 things.
Right. Well, nowadays it seems like anything you eat is going to get you sick or give you cancer somehow with the preservatives and all of the stuff that's in fast food.
And so if you have a hereditary condition that cannabis treats, I would recommend you go get a card and you go ahead and start treating for it. That way you won't get it.
Right, preventative measures. Absolutely. I was reading about when they were talking about the cannabinoids and how it works with the human brain and stuff like that. And I thought it was kind of interesting just how they're saying that the cannabinoids, they're not doing anything harmful to your body. And the fact that we have receptors just means that we're recognizing them.
That's
and
what
that
they're for.
all of these, let's see, I wrote down some notes here. The cells, they just leave all normal cells untouched and they just attack or go after the ones that need some type of a boost, right?
That we have specific neuroreceptors specifically absorbed from this plant. It's a crime against humanity to tell us that we cannot, we can't use it. That's makes no sense.
Yeah, there was, again, I'm going to quote this movie a lot, that High Country documentary. There was a doctor or a scientist or somebody, and he was saying that to treat somebody or to throw somebody in jail who is doing something that is just trying to control their own ailment within their own selves to deal with whatever trauma or whatever it is they're trying to deal with in their life, it would be criminal of him to throw them in jail for it, And
I know soldiers who have bravely served this country that would not function without it, that are shaking messes. That another note is at Rocky Mountain Miracles, I found that we had medicated dog biscuits.
Really?
They are super low on the THC. I think the whole big dog biscuit is like $6 or something like that, and it's 20 milligrams, and you only give them 5 milligrams if it's under 30 pounds. I got a 200-pound dog, so I give them like half of the thing. And Roger, our manager up there, he has an older dog that stays up at the shop, and they have joint problems, arthritis, and at a very low dosage that's formulated just for them, it's amazing results for pets now.
I didn't know that pets could have medical cannabis.
You do not want your pet to eat a Colorado bar. It'd be 275 milligrams for dang sure. But
well, I mean, if it's a dog,
at a tenth of that, 20 milligrams. I gave it to my huge dog just to try it, and he was wonderful.
Yeah.
He calmed down a lot. He's a puppy. He likes jumping up on people, and and acting crazy sometimes.
I wonder about my crazy dog. How that would
I gave
work.
it to my mom's Cocker Spaniel, just a little corner, probably in about 5 milligrams is what it recommended. And he's an older dog. That this dog is a rescue dog, and you can't pick him up, touch him. He's scared of men. And when he's medicated, you can go up and pick him up, put him outside, and do whatever you want.
I wonder if
amazing.
that type of stuff would work too for animals with like separation anxiety and stuff like that.
Works for us, doesn't it?
You would think.
The canines have an endocannabinoid system just like we do.
And that's great information. I never would have seen. There's another thing I never really would have thought about. I'm learning something new every day that I've been here. It seems like.
I
But-
wouldn't advise you to make it yourself or to give them a piece of your edible. That would probably be a bad idea. But the ones I think Medibles I think makes them. That it's a very high profile company that I trusted, and I had such a large animal that I wasn't that afraid giving it something.
Right.
If he eats M&M, it's not gonna hurt my dog.
Looks like we have a caller here. Let's see if this is Sierra. She was ringing in on my phone, so let's see if she's calling in now. Hello, caller. You're live.
Hello.
Hey, girl. This is Sierra, right?
Yes, it is.
Hi,
How
Miss
you
Sierra.
doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm sitting here with Dustin, and we were talking about you earlier, and so I'm glad that you just called in because I want to know actually more about this this new thing that they were talking about with the children.
Yeah. Want to say hi?
Is that Landon?
That is Landon. Of course, as soon as I get on the phone, like any mother, she wants to talk to me.
Right.
Mr. Landon.
Mom, help me. Mom, I need this. I need to talk to you. Can I talk on the phone? So what are you guys doing? Are you guys having a good show?
Yeah, we
Yes,
are.
ma'am.
I'm learning a lot, actually. You know me, I'm a big nerd. I like to learn everything that I can. So Dustin was telling me that they are actually going to be doing something to where they're going to take away the red cards for children, and that they're going to be
We're
limiting.
not prescribing them yet.
Yeah, they're not going
anymore.
to be prescribing them, and that they're going to be limiting the age as far as how many people are going to get them under a certain age, right?
Well, there has been so much going on, and that's actually something that's already, been happening is that they have, sent out this letter to the recommending doctors, pediatrics, saying, hey, if you're not doing the right thing, you're likely to be up for review, blah, blah, blah. Which honestly, there are no pediatric recommending doctors in the marijuana industry that are recommending this to children that do not desperately, direly need it.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, I'm not sure why this is being brought up. It is something that we're about to get into Landon and Panama, because honestly, really, because you guys open the floodgates in Colorado for everyone to come here to see their children.
2
And they're
minutes.
like, oh, wait a minute, this is getting too far, or whatever their reasoning is for doing this, and now we're going to put the pressure on the doctors. Well, now, I'm getting phone call after phone call. Parents who are saying, hey, I've had this appointment, with Dr.
Yep.
Getty, who's been all over the news, all over CNN, Snapchat.
Yes, he has.
Felicity, the pediatrician, pediatric marijuana recommending doctor, and now all of a sudden she's not recommending anymore. She has canceled all of her appointments. She's not recommending anymore. She's consulting. She'll talk to you about marijuana for your child.
Dosing and that kind of thing.
Who is the person that you were saying is gonna ban or bar all of the medical physicians?
Well,
that do
that's
this?
the new director of the med guy. I forget his name.
Oh, that's not good.
And honestly, we can all sit and speculate and say what they're going to try to do and this and that, but, there's a lot of parents here now, and we're obviously
60.
going to, cause a big uproar about this. What do you mean you're going to limit it, or what do you mean you're going to say this and that? And this was something I said, a month ago. What if my son's card was up today, tomorrow, even
Yep.
last month, and just because you guys are in this little crunch time right now, as soon as that card expires, my child and myself are not covered under the law anymore.
Well, Sierra,
If that shows up and his doctor wants to call CPS, whatever, it is illegal that he has marijuana in his system. And do
I don't
anybody
care
know
about
how
your
long
commercials.
it takes for,
We-
FDA to get out of his system?
okay, so we got Sierra Riddle. Sierra
Sierra Riddle is here.
Hang on just seconds here. We're going to come back after the commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We're going to keep you on the show here. You're listening to Let's Hash It Out, the Little Mama Show.
Yeah.
We'll be right back, bro. Just hold on the line, okay? Thank you.
Try to get a word in on Miss Sierra. Try it. Commercial? She don't give a rat's ass. She's trying to fight for all
That was
those
beautiful.
I ain't lying. That,
You still
and
there?
lots of kids.
That was beautiful going out. No, actually, her story. Sierra, are you here?
Okay.
Okay, Sierra, your story. Oh, that's your show, you dork.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
That
well, we can continue to record this interview for a second, just so I can ask her. We'll just cut out this middle piece right here, and then we can air this tomorrow. The rest of this,
yeah, do
the
that.
backside of this interview. But Sierra,
I'm so glad she called in. That's awesome.
I just wanted to get your take on something. I don't know if you heard the show on last Friday when we had Kid Cannabis, which is kind of what Chicago, our guys out in Chicago, dubbed my son, and he was really there to lend insight into the life of the kid of a pothead. You know, a kid who didn't necessarily approve or disapprove of marijuana, but was a pothead's kid. And I read him your son's story, and after I read him your son's story, he kept saying throughout the rest of the show that he absolutely would himself even use cannabis if it were meant to save his life. And so, you know, how do you feel about that? That a 9-year-old, they should listen to this 9-year-old.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. You know, and that's the thing is, a lot of it, you know, our children didn't choose to be potheads or whatever you want to call it. Like, this is something that they need for their medical condition. You know, like, we didn't choose to move to Colorado. We were forced to move here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're forced to leave our state and we have to take refuge here because our children use medical marijuana. And, you know, for them to come in and try to start all this bullshit now, you know, like, come on.
Some
Like,
terps.
really.
Yeah, I find it. Sorry, we're also we're listening to you talk, but we're actually smoking, we're sniffing shatter. I just got I just got the hookup. I don't drop dimes. I ain't no snitch.
That's
Well,
good.
But I just got the hookup from the homie.
How about this, Sierra? I know that you did just get surgery
I'm
on your
supposed to share
foot,
this with
and
you, buddy.
you know that I love you and everything. But do you want to come to the show tomorrow?
I can tomorrow because actually I have to go to Denver and do some other shit.
She's smoking a
But
cigarette.
what days are you on?
I can tell.
I'm Monday through Friday.
Oh, okay.
That's the audio engineer I am.
Okay, we can do it on
And
Thursday.
at what time?
It'll be at 1:00. Starting tomorrow, my show starts at 1 instead of 2.
You know what? If you want, she can call in. Come in to the last segment of my show at 1:43 time frame. We'll probably just be doing something stupid like giving away tickets because it's Munchie Wednesday. Bring munchies.
Okay.
And but you can come too. Or we'll just by phone if you need to be. But if you can come down to the studio, that'd be great. We'll bring you in the studio. But if
Well, she just said she'll come in on Thursday.
on Thursday, okay, that's fine.
If it's not 1 on Thursday, I can't. Oh, how about Friday?
Friday, close the week out with her.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's cool.
Friday
Yep.
for sure.
Okay, be at the studio at 1:30. That way we can bring her in and we'll hand off because I got to stay with you anyway. So just hand off right into your show. Ba-dum-bum-bum. It'll be like smooth as butter. I'll talk to you like this the whole time you're here if you like. Just like this.
Get them, Sierra.
That's
Get 'em.
creepy. That's when my shit just got real sunny voice because we're about to go get some of this shatter.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then, yeah, we'll just plan on doing it for Friday. Thank you for calling. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. I was actually calling you so by your house. I was right there at Landon on a college appointment in my foot. And I was
Oh,
like,
you live by an oncologist.
yeah.
Snitching. Somebody snitching. Yeah.
Miss Sierra, thank you so much
No, I'm
for calling in
just
and
kidding. Thank you.
elaborating on that. That really.
Yeah, great story.
Yeah, I
And we
appreciate it.
in the first edition of the Weed Reviewer magazine. If you guys haven't gotten it yet, get that. It's worth the buy. Right in the first few pages in on page 6 is the story about Sierra Landon. You know, this won't air until tomorrow, but get this magazine, guys. It supports a good cause, and on top of that, it's some of the stories in here are great about being a pothead and a parent. That's what gave me the idea to do the show on Friday was the Weed Reviewer magazine,
Nice.
first edition. Gold
Well,
shit.
and another thing too,
This is-
you know,
I'm keeping
I
this
tell her all the time
great.
that she is such an inspiration to a lot of people simply because she did what a lot of people are too afraid to do. You know what I mean? She stuck up for not only herself, but she said, screw you to everybody else because this is my child and I'm going to save my child's life. She didn't let anybody else dictate to her whether or not her kids should
Fearing
ever die.
jail, people.
You know,
Let's not forget
That's what's
that.
amazing.
Fearing jail too. I mean,
Yep.
The possibility of going to jail is very real when the Department of Child Protective Service, whatever the hell they call it here, where I'm from, it's CPS in Arizona, but the Child Protective Services people, I think DHS they call it here, yeah. DHS, you know, they're going to step in and they have the right to arrest you. I mean, some of these DHS agents pack weapons. I mean, this is real shit. They have badges and weapons, and they can arrest you, and they can have you arrested. They bring the cops with them. I mean, and it's over pot, and that's just amazingly ridiculous. Too.
It's criminal.
It's criminal to the people. It's. I mean, we're like at some like Revolutionary War type shit here, where the British are saying you got to pay taxes on this, and you got to do this, and you can't have this, and you can't have that, but we can have this, and we can have that. And I mean, it's kind of that kind of scenario anymore. It's getting, but it's not. At least it's not violent. Revolutionary. It's digital revolution.
It's a little bit to stop it.
Well, it can get violent, but I don't get violent. Hey, they don't want none of me, mommy. I get violent. I get like, you know.
That
Chemo is brutal to the body.
no one should do chemo.
Absolutely not.
And
That there is a
you're
whole
injecting
floor of
radiation
the
into your
US
body.
Post
I mean,
Office,
be real.
that's
Like that's.
full of federal
I understand-
postal inspectors with more authority than a game wardens. They're all over town.
Sorry about
There's
that. I cut
60
you
of
off.
them.
Wow.
I suck. I cut you off.
It's okay.
Nobody heard you.
Sorry.
I silenced you. I silenced the weed pimp. Po pimp. No, that's pimp on pimp hating. We don't pimp on pimp.
Can't be.
No pimp on pimp violence. Po pimp and Mr. Trey. Weed pimps. What?
All right.
Shout out.
Well-
My boys will be on at 5, by the way, and we're gonna raid their show. Don't forget that. So listen at 5. Their time at 5. We're raiding the show, and then we can go straight to the speakeasy. Do you have time for this?
I do.
I love
I
it.
do. We're gonna get it on.
I'll be there.
All
I love
right,
it.
Sierra.
We are
thank
not
you
gonna
so
get
much
it
for
on.
calling.
People
Hey,
be listening to this
come on
show now. No, I was like,
Okay, Sierra, thank you so much for calling. I'm gonna let you go now, girl, because it's about time for my hour to be up now. So
I'm gonna drop you like a bad habit.
I'll talk to you soon.
We'll
Thank
see
you
you
so much.
Friday. All right, we'll see you
Bye.
Friday, girl. All right. So anyway, wrap up.
You guys are listening to Let's Hash It Out with your girl, Miss Miranda Wrights on K-High, letstalkpot.com.
And we're good. Thanks, guys.
That was awesome. If you ever want to do a thing that I call in and people answer, like I'll answer like road questions or anything like that. Hey, my pot's turned this way or that way. I'll be happy to do that.
Dude, I need somebody who's, gross. See, like smart people.
Like I was telling you, you can grow, but you got shit to do. You got kids, you got all that. I don't have kids now. All I do is grow pot. That's what I do.
He said, I don't have babies.
I set up a customer and I teach what I do. I come to your house and you learn to clone and you learn to do
there's
that.
a lot of
And they
people.
go, okay, I got it. I don't need your service anymore. Awesome. You need my help, call me back.
Yeah.
And 6 months later, take them all.
Other
I got-
buds shit.
that he says, hey, I want to coach my little boys like Little League, and I don't have time to grow. You want to come do it again? I said, yes, sir.
See, that's
Love
awesome
to.
because I have tons of people that are always asking me about stuff, and I don't know anything. So
Please hand those out.
I send everybody to Sierra.
But
You know a little
I
bit
don't
of
tell
shit
people,
about it.
I don't want anybody that really
Not
knows,
like this
but
guy.
I don't like taxes or anything like that. And I'm filed as a nonprofit. And so services are not taxable in Colorado. Yeah, I get crazy whack deals on grow equipment that you just wouldn't believe.
Because of who you are, you know
That I give it at cost. That way I don't have to pay I don't have to pay the government. Fuck the government. I'm gonna give you a deal. I don't want to make anything and pay taxes on it. That all the money, any money I actually get, I go buy veterans and disabled people and go and build their grows and do it for free. And
So
I
that's
just
kick-ass. That is way cool.
See, now you're also Mr. Trey. Let's give back shit right there. I'm telling you right
No,
now.
that
because
is way awesome because you know what? I
That's
can
what
tell you
I
right
do.
now,
I'll
if,
show you
like
something.
pay it forward.
Check this out.
Like, I
if,
love
my,
it.
Well,
if my mom were still around and she had people like him to be able to contact to help her, she could have lived. You know what I
I
mean?
paid it forward like five. It was six things. 6 things I pay it forward in one weekend on a pay it forward like booster weekend. Like that's my shit. Like just doing stuff to
Read
make
that.
people's lives better.
don't repeat it, but like that's
Oh, can you turn off the feed?
Yeah, off.
I give Jamin all his clones.
Oh, yeah.
I want to keep his doors open. I want to put some money in his pocket. He's done a lot for me.
He's done a lot for me. I don't
And-
got my life.
but